Hey, everybody, it's Friday. It's the day. It's the end of the week as far as I'm concerned. I'm just going to knock the hell out after this podcast is done. Welcome to the giant Bombcast, Revengeance. Remember me, I am your host, Gian Ochoa. Joining me on this lovely, lovely Friday afternoon, he is the virtual reality artisan of our hardisans, Jeff Grubb.
Remember me. I had to do it as soon as you said that. Yeah, let's do it.
I thought you were going to introduce Jamiroquai there.
Oh, I mean, special guest. Like, I turned off non-video participants in the call here. We got a full house here. We got a full house, and you got it, dude. We're gonna cut it out. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop referencing Full House.
Full House coded. Hell yeah.
Uncle
Mike Minotti's here.
He wasn't the uncle. Sorry.
Yeah. I am here. I watched a lot of Full House as a kid.
Same.
Yeah. I was like really intrigued when Uncle Jesse and Rebecca moved into the attic, and they had a living space in that attic that just seemed like a really ideal setup to me. I was like, that's what I want. I want to live in someone's attic someday.
Well, fitting in on the attic row of the podcast here, we've got Dan Reichert.
Hello. Yes, I think I have an attic. I have not been there.
Are they going to know that you're living there, Mike?
You think?
Are you going to ask for permission to live in the attic?
Wouldn't that be a fun surprise? I'll just find out. I'm already very well established. I'll be like, well, you didn't know I was here for 2 months. So at this point.
Are you in my attic right now?
Mm-hmm. Have you checked your attic lately?
I don't know if I have one. There's a square on the ceiling in one room, and I don't know if it goes somewhere.
You have an attic.
Oh.
Probably.
We got the uncle.
That's horrifying.
We got the most Uncle Jesse coded person of the crew, Lucy James, in the house.
What does that mean? I've never seen a single episode of this. What does that mean?
And we got our Uncle Joey of the crew, Tamur Hussein.
What are you talking about?
That's awesome.
Wait, is Full House the houses are near in San Francisco?
In San Francisco?
Yeah.
And we've got our
I
own
think San
set.
Francisco's 7 miles across, so everything is near.
Ladies.
But okay, I've seen those.
Okay, all right. And our own Olsen twins. Here we have Nikki Grayson.
Yeah. That's me.
And Turbo Sean
Remember when I fell off
McDowell.
that horse?
Oh, we're the twins. We're the twins.
Y'all are the
I
youngest.
can't tell you apart.
I mean, we look
Yeah.
at
Remember when we fell off that horse?
It still hurts, yeah.
Y'all know that John Stamos is a giant Disney adult, by the
God
way.
damn
I
it.
had to say it.
Fucking hell. What are we,
Yes.
like 5 minutes
Nobody
in?
cares.
I think it's an interesting factoid. I'm
Is
glad
it
I shared it.
interesting?
It's not interesting.
He's got
I
a
love
Velcro in his
I love how
backyard.
after everyone goes, oh, for fuck, he goes, I think that's an interesting factoid.
I'm going to start doing that.
See, I don't like it when Backyard makes fun of my tuna sandwich, but I like it when he makes fun of Mike's
straight.
Disney stuff. So I'm like, oh, I'm just a hypocrite.
Sure.
Well,
aren't we all?
And
right?
last but certainly not least, we've got the milkman, the paperboy, and evening TV himself, Jeff Bakalar.
That's pretty good. I like that intro. I'm sorry to say, still an almond milk boy these days. It's
No.
delicious.
Why do you
can
hate
I
the
say?
milk?
What?
Oat milk.
We're talking about milkman.
milk
I
for
get
life.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm at the point where I don't care anymore. I'm gonna drink
About
almond
the
milk.
planet?
Gonna drink. No, I care about the planet for sure.
4 of us
But-
live in California. You're actively trying to make our lives
But I like
worse.
almonds.
Yeah, whenever,
If I'm, like,
every time
trying
you
to.
drink, every time you drink a glass of almond milk, Barley can't eat.
That
Wow.
It takes the food out of my dog's
That's
mouth.
an incredibly funny thing to like visualize. That's somehow, like your dog goes hungry because I'm putting a splash of almond milk in my coffee. But I don't want that to happen. So sorry, Barley, we barely knew you.
We've got a stacked roster on today's show because we're doing 2 things today, folks. We're doing a review cast of Prince of Persia, the Lost Crown. There we go. Found it.
That's it.
And after a quick break, after we give our thoughts, feelings, opinions, and emotions on Prince of Persia, we will be doing a fantasy draft on Fantasy Critic, lovingly catered by Turbo Sean.
That's right.
And if
There
that
we go.
sounds like nonsense to you, we'll explain it. Don't worry. Stick around. It's going to be fun.
Yes.
Yes,
If
you're
it sounds
not
like
alone.
nonsense to you, or the British people who Sean lovingly explained what any of this meant to earlier in the week over Slack.
Do they have soccer? They have to have soccer drafts or something.
They
right?
do.
Absolutely
There's
do.
fantasy soccer. And
100%.
Okay, hang on. Let me rephrase that. Lovingly explained to the British people who don't give a shit about sport.
Yeah, I mean, come on. We didn't invent
British sports.
fantasy.
British sports. For clarification.
I know we got a bunch of people in the house today, but anyone want to talk about anything not related to video games, Prince of Persia, or this draft?
I got my INEO slide.
That's
Oh,
just a
shit, my
sidekick.
password.
What's that? Should I get that? What is that?
A sidekick.
It's basically like a sidekick. It's got a keyboard on it. Yeah. The screen
look at
pops
that
up.
thing.
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
Can I emulate games on there?
You can play games. It's got Windows on it. It's got a decent Ryzen processor on it. I like the idea a ton. I am finding it's not quite as comfortable to use as a sidekick was. My thumbs kind of barely reach the center there. But yeah, I mean,
Sorry, Grub. I just, who gives a shit? What the fuck does
Oh my
Tam
God.
have?
Is
now?
Nam growing mold? What is that?
This is a very meticulously crafted replica of Rom the vacuous spider from Bloodborne.
That looks like a
Gerbil
rat.
or a box of lint.
yeah, it looks like an owl pellet, like
It's
just a bunch of fur and
insane.
bones.
This was created for me by Max Scoville, who you may know from.
Oh,
Bloodborne.
wow.
Oh, okay.
And
From the
it
Magic Games Network.
is the detail on this thing is wild. Like,
Yeah,
he is
wow.
extremely talented.
Yeah.
It's messed up.
Maybe
and,
too much
like, it
talent.
is-
So cool.
It is a perfect recreation of.
What does it taste like?
I have not licked it or eaten it yet, and
Lick
I
it.
don't think.
Wait. Oh, we can talk about that's not games. There are people on here who haven't tried the soda trick that we figured out during UPF.
Okay, I'm gonna go get one real quick.
Everyone, go get a carbonated
Yeah.
can. Go get a carbonated can of
Do you have,
something.
like, a
Soda,
spin drip?
Literally don't have a
drink,
can.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait.
Go get a carbonated
No.
can. All right.
Okay, one second.
This was insane. All right, everyone, go
They're
get
not,
it. Yeah,
they're not going to
back
trust us until Jan does it.
Okay. Since most of them are
got
gone,
one
I'm
here.
gonna say
I
it
got
right
one.
now. If y'all are talking about the tapping, I swear to God.
No,
It's not the tapping.
No, the
not.
tapping doesn't
okay.
work.
That's bullshit. That does not
Get
work.
on our level, Sean. This what you just said is horse shit.
Get out my frame rate, bitch. What are you
No,
talking
on
about?
my side. This is not my fault.
Yeah, what's happening?
Yeah,
Greg?
I think it's because
It's my
I
fault, guys. It's running great on my side. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I can't do
I put
anything
a
about
fridge
it.
in my office.
Yes. I was watching Better Call Saul this morning and I saw this and I was like, I wonder if this works. And I brought it up on UPF and all of us tried it. So who wants to go first?
okay.
Wait, so hang on. I missed the explanation. I was getting my.
No, he
Shake
didn't
the
say
shit
that.
out of
But,
it.
hey, Jan's
got
gonna
Bombay
demonstrate
mix.
for you.
Okay.
Not
Wait,
shaking it.
I want the surprise of someone who has never done it first.
I've never
Lucy,
done
you
it.
wanna Go first?
Yeah, Lucy, go. Lucy, go.
Okay, Lucy.
Okay.
Yeah, Lucy's right.
We're not working
Oh,
it.
We promise.
Okay.
I promise you.
So shake the
like
shit
fucking
out of it.
crazy.
Oh,
Just go
Jesus.
nuts.
I don't like
Everyone-
this. I don't like this.
Shake
No,
the
no.
fucking
Fucking out.
Hey, Lucy, I
Yeah,
promise.
go
Break
to town.
it.
Just
Yeah.
go to town.
I
Shake
promise.
the
Oh my
shit
God.
out of it. All right. You keep
No
going.
one
like,
gift
shake the
this.
shit out of it.
No one fucking gift
go on
this.
Twitch.
Give
You
me
go on
instead.
Twitch.
Give me
Okay.
instead.
Okay. Now
I'm not doing this.
Now, Lucy said, and don't everyone. Well, if everyone wants to do it at the same time, you can.
Okay.
Does everyone want to do it simultaneously?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Everyone shake
Simultaneously.
aggressively. Now, everyone set the cans down.
Bacalar, do it.
Set the cans
Bacalar,
down
you
on
don't
the-
want to be left out.
And then
You're gonna get
do
foamed
you-
up.
No, harder
do it
than
for
that,
real.
bud.
Do it for real. All right. Now just rotate it. Now just slowly, just kind of rotate it. Keep going.
Wait,
Several
what?
times. No,
Yeah.
no, like on a
Slow-
flat surface.
on a flat
Yeah,
surface,
flat
Lucy.
surface. Yeah, go ahead and do it on a flat surface.
Like
Yeah.
10
Do it,
times.
I don't know if
Maybe
that
too fast,
matters.
Sam.
I don't know if it matters, but just to
I
be
want
safe.
you to know that I am surrounded by very, very expensive.
We all
equipment.
were.
We
We
all
all
are,
were.
Cam.
We all
Yes,
were.
Okay, everyone's rotating. Get like
How many
5
times?
more rotations to be safe.
Wait, like you? I'm just like spinning this thing on the desktop.
Slowly turn it.
Slow rotations.
Like this. Like
Trying to understand why this works.
Slow roads.
It's a centrifugal force thing. It makes the bubbles do a thing where they don't.
No,
get all
you're not
crazy.
going fast enough for
Is that it?
centrifugal force. What are
Yeah.
you
Is that
talking
Okay,
about?
now everyone, hold your cans up in the frame.
Oh no! Hey, I'm getting a paper towel to fucking.
I'm going. I'm ready.
I'm
I'm
so
ready.
I'm ready.
nervous.
All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Dan, count it.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go.
Oh,
All right, it's fine.
See?
oh, that's wild.
Why does this
crazy.
work? I only care about this when I
Every single
understand
can
why it
opened
works.
up flawlessly.
Why does this work?
Crazy.
I don't know. It's incredible.
I think it is like still centrifugal force because like you're probably like just slowly spinning the bubble.
Centrifugal force only when you like go
No,
fast?
that's like that.
Yeah, it is.
And folks, let's get to the review of the week.
It's not fast enough for
Prince-
Wild
centrifugal
as
force.
shit.
Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown.
Wait a minute, we're just gonna walk away from this?
What?
Science, dude.
Centrifugal force is not a speed
I
dependent
don't
thing.
want a ta-da and then we just sort of fucking move on. I want to break this down. Someone do the TED talk.
Does the magician explain the trick afterwards? No, it's done. We're
Motherfucker,
moving
this
on.
wasn't magic. You buffoon.
It might as well have
I mean,
been.
it basically is magic.
No, it's not.
me, it
I'm
is.
surrounded by children. It's not.
Don't
Becca,
talk
we've
about
explained
Nikki
it.
and
You
Sean
you
like
just
that.
don't believe us. I don't know what else to do.
If it's centrifugal force, then I don't know.
I don't know what else to do. I'm sorry.
So,
So
Mike,
awesome. 100% success rate. All 9 of us have done it now. Sean hasn't done it, but it works.
I'm going to a wedding this weekend, and I'm bringing this trick with me.
Well, okay,
Show it to
here's
everyone.
Oh, you'll be
Here's
the
the Penn and
fucking
Teller
talk
trick.
of the
What they do
party,
is-
Mike.
what they do is they have the one that is they shake it up and then they pretend to transfer it to the other one, and so you like open up the other one and you squeeze it and then you squeeze it on a friend. So you can do like a little magic trick or whatever.
Oh, that's
But-
fun.
Yeah. But probably
think
don't do it
Chad
at a
said-
wedding where people are dressed up, but like a kid's
No,
birthday
do it
party.
at a
No,
wedding.
this is not true. I see
Do it at a
Chat saying-
kid's wedding.
Yeah.
Chat says it's just the 35 to 45 seconds of waiting. The spinning doesn't do anything. No way. If you shook a can
Okay.
up vigorously, waited 30 seconds and opened, it would still
Yeah.
spray.
We could,
100%.
if someone has 2 cans, we could do like one
Yeah.
where you do it straight
We
away.
need
and
a- we
one-
need a-
yeah.
Yeah, I'll make a
Simpson,
TikTok. I'll make a TikTok about it, and I'll
There
put
we
it
go.
out.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
fantastic,
That's
fantastic.
how Homer Simpson almost died in that episode with the clip show.
Oh God, I want a clip show so bad.
Oh, Mike.
Our whole existence is one clip show, Jan.
Amen, sister. Amen.
Email.
Dan,
Yes.
Mike, as far as I know, you two are the only ones that have beat Prince of Persia so far.
You've beaten it. I haven't. I've been playing it. I ain't beat it.
Saw credits. I'm not 100%, but
Sure, rolled
beat it
credits.
a couple days ago. Yeah.
Beat it. I want to get your two's thoughts on the game first.
I think it's in the discussion with Symphony of the Night, Super Metroid, Shadow Complex, a lot of the best in the history of the genre. I think it's right up there. And I think it does new things that it's clearly made by fans of the genre, but it does things that like none of those games really do. And in terms of like mobility, platforming, and especially combat and boss fights, I think it might be the best in the genre.
Oh,
Yeah. I think that my kind of like top tier for Metroidvanias, and I like that genre a lot. It's maybe my favorite genre, is like Dan said, that Super Metroid, Symphony of the Night, a lot of their sequels. Then more modern, you have the Ori games and Hollow Knight, and Prince of Persia goes right up there with them. It is absolutely top tier Metroidvania, and it is kind of hard to think of a game, any 2D game, where the platforming and the 2D combat feels this good.
Now, going to the other side of that, Nikki, I know you mentioned yesterday when we were streaming out the game that you don't have a lot of experience in the Metroidvania genre or amalgamation of genres. How do you feel with your time in it so far?
I have really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, the first Where the Fuck Do I Go game that I played in this style was Metroid Dread. And then I was like, oh, well, I like this. I'll try a different one. And then every one that I tried subsequently did not hit for me. And then coming to this, I was like, all right, I'll give it another shot. Why not? 2024, new year, new me. Maybe I like search action games. I'm just trying to like use as many of the non-Metroidvania words that I know.
Saction.
Sure.
Search action is
instead of
good. I like
Yeah,
search
yeah,
action.
we are on to Saction
Search
now.
action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saction. It's great. I also am so grateful, I think, to this team. I think the fact that this team worked on Rayman, which is a game for children, right? Like when you think about like the way that you like, and I don't mean that in a way that is like to like denigrate the game, but it is like
It's the
that is
plain cheese
it is a game
pizza
for kids,
video
right?
game.
There you go, Mike.
And I think a lot of the ways that when you design games for a younger audience, you have to be more perceptive and considered in the choices that you make, because this could be a person's first game, right? And Rayman Legends, I think, is excellent at looping you into what many people would identify as like basic mechanics, but showing you them in new ways and dragging you along that way. That learning from those Rayman games is so obvious and clear here, because it does not care if it is your first or 1 millionth. It teaches you all of these things in a way that feels considerate and not, for me, did not feel too handholdy. I felt like I was like being brought up to speed appropriately. And there's all the accessibility and like difficulty, like concessions that you can make for yourself. You can make it harder, you can make it less hard, you can change the parry window, you can change the amount of damage that you take. Like, there are so many little things that will allow you to tune your experience that make it feel really good.
Turbo Sean and Jeff Grubb, I feel like you two are titans amongst this specific search action Castle of Troy stuff. How does it, Castle of Troy? How does it feel for y'all? I mean, we've talked. Dan and Mike lightly touched on how they think it ranks up super high on its own. What is it doing different than what's come before it?
Yeah, go ahead, Sean.
I think it's not necessarily about what's doing different. I think it's about the fact that it's an amalgamation of everything that came before it. It is learning the best lessons from every Metroidvania, every Metroid, Castlevania games themselves. Just taking all these lessons from different games and bringing them into one. When we did the GB Plays the other day, I was comparing it to a lot of stuff, but I also made sure to I want to emphasize here, it is good to take things from other games, like systems where developers have just solved problems already. Like getting lost in Metroidvania games, it's a big problem, but they solved it back in friggin' 2002, where, Metroid Prime and Fusion will just put a waypoint on your map and not tell you how to get there, but just be like, when you're ready, go in this direction. Just every Metroidvania should at least have the option for that. And that's exactly what is here. It's an option. You can turn that on. You can turn it off if you don't want it. Just taking from other games is a good thing when you just don't need to reinvent the wheel, right, Grubb?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the you could see the lessons learned, and it feels like that good thing where like a lot of times a fan of something can make something and it feels like a cheap imitation. This feels like someone that read the Metroidvania encyclopedia and fully understood like what to do with that stuff. That's like a hard thing to pull off. I think a lot of that comes down to this Rayman team. It's a UB Arts. Is that the name of the studio? They have a history of making great games. They're highly skilled, and I think they've had the time and the space and the budget and the resources to take this energy of really enjoying Metroidvanias and do something with that. That comes through in the things like the small little improvements. Obviously, all of the accessibility options, but the pinning the pictures to the map is the kind of thing where someone comes up with that because they've been playing Metroidvanias their entire life, and like why hasn't anyone done this yet? And you hear them talk about it, and they say like it was actually a very challenging thing to pull off, especially because they have the Ubisoft Connect system to system cross save stuff. So like, taking a screenshot in the game on the Switch has to work on PC, and when you take one, it has to transfer over. So it was very challenging for them, but they knew how important that was because that is a real innovation. But it does go back to like, this is a game that reminds me of a lot of other games in the best kind of way. There's something about a Metroidvania game where it does always feel like going back home. It feels like going back to those games. And yet, as long as you are giving me some new scenarios, you're keeping me engaged with the combat, the searching and the action is both good, I'm probably going to come out pretty satisfied. And they just nail it here. I mean, Mike was saying when we were talking about a triple threat, it's got it all. It's got the combat, it's got the exploration, and it's got the traversal, and it all is just top notch. And they know how to use it. They know how to pace it out. They know how to spread it out throughout the map. Like, here's going to be a little tough platforming section, and here's a boss where it's like you just got that ability and you haven't like used it yet in combat. Well, now we're gonna force you to use it, and now for the rest of the game you're going to be thinking about how you can use that throughout every scenario, and it's just really well made.
I want to give a quick note on the Ubisoft Connect thing that I was shocked by. Is I started playing it on PC, and I could tell within like 2 hours that it was like, oh, I fucking love this game, and I heard it runs pretty good on Switch. I would love to be able to play it on the go or in the living room or something. So I was like, I'm fine doing that 2 hours again, playing it on the Switch. I downloaded it on the Switch, and it just had my save. Like I've never really done the Ubisoft Connect stuff before, but like I did not even consider that was possible. Like I'm used to like Steam and Steam Deck, going PC to port mobile that way, but like it just fucking worked. So I was able to go back and forth from PC, like high refresh rate and everything, and then go play, while I'm watching TV in the background in the living room. So like that works perfectly if anyone's wondering.
We talked a lot about.
I remember when it launched UB Connect with Assassin's Valhalla, and it was busted as hell for me. Like it broke all the trophies and achievements and everything.
Wow.
And but yeah, using it like the PC launcher had a big update just before this, and it's just, I know, we have enough launchers. We've got Steam, Epic, whatever. This one's really nice. I don't know, but it was really nice.
Lucy, what's your history with Prince of Persia? You a fan of the series at all? You like the Jake Gyllenhaal movie, maybe?
Oh yeah,
Disney.
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah. The only movie I've ever walked out of.
We're not proud of that one.
No, you shouldn't be.
We're fucking we.
Did
you say
Disney has a cheerleader. I'm glad someone has help promoting. Mom
you're
and
so
Pop
brave.
has some help. Thanks for using your platform to spread the word of the little guy. Thanks.
We're sponsored by like Bud Light.
No, Udapill's a local Minnesota brewery now.
So Lucy, you like how they've taken Prince of Persia? He's got a cool new haircut, huh?
Well, he's not the prince, right? That's like the
sure,
prince
right.
is someone else. This guy. I mean, the one thing I'll say about it, I loved Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. I never played original Prince of Persia. I played, what was it, Two Thrones, Warrior Within.
Warrior Within.
That was the third one was Two
That was
Thrones.
the
That trilogy
emo
was
one, right?
Hands of Time. No. That's Warrior Within was the
shut up, Dan.
Godsmack
Stand
one.
alone inside. Okay, I can't do that anymore.
Oh, sorry.
I like the 3D ones, and then was it like the remake with was it Nolan North was the prince?
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's called Prince of
They
Persia.
did the 08 one, which they abandoned because they had the movie tie-in one that they had to go back to the more like kind of Gyllenhaal looking traditional look. But I love the 08 one for the rest.
yeah.
They
Oh wait,
unbooted
one
the
I really
reboot.
good.
Mhm.
Anyway, I really like this game, and I'm not a big Metroidvania person. I will say
what if
though,
you were? What if
Well,
you
what
became
if
a big
I was
Metroidvania
now?
person? Yeah.
but the one thing I will say that we haven't really touched on is that platforming is incredible, puzzles are incredible, combat, whatever. Story is not.
Well, that's why I was going to ask Tam next, because Tam, you mentioned earlier today on Game Mess that that's like the only, like if we're picking nits, that's the only part where it starts to fall short.
Yeah, I don't think the narrative is particularly compelling, and I don't think the characters are also very compelling, which is a shame because they do have like the setup for something interesting with the immortals and the whole like leaning into the mythology of the region and that kind of stuff, and the simmer and stuff like that. But it just there's something about the writing that doesn't feel like it coalesces in a really interesting way. It just feels a bit disjointed at times. I am a person who loves story. I love reading things and like looking at descriptions of items and that kind of stuff. But in this, I found like within 2 hours or 3 hours, and I was like, I'm burning through all of this. I don't care about it. It's kind of like very forget. And also, it kind of weirdly that element of it where there's a surprising amount of reading required because of things as an environment, and it really breaks the pace, which is quite smooth and quite like breakneck when you get into the actual platforming element of it. It kind of grinds to a halt, and it's one of those things where it kind of takes you out of the flow state. So I've reached the point where I'm just like, I'm not going to engage with that. I'm just going to blitz through it.
Like descriptions that
I've
are
noticed-
unnecessarily long. Like how many tablets do you come across and you hit up on it, and it's like, what is this 6 paragraphs of text? This has nothing to do with anything. I kept
One of the
reading it at
things I
first thinking it would
noticed-
give you a tip or something, but it never does.
No. One of the things I noticed about the actual voice lines and everything is that clearly at some point someone said, make this more like Hades. There are some lines that Sargon in particular says that I'm like, oh, you wanted him to be your Zagreus. And that's, again, taking from games that have done it so great. But I think in this one, maybe missed the mark a little bit. For me, it's interesting enough to get me from A to B, but it's not as compelling. And it doesn't need to be because everything else is so great. Like, this is a minor blip on an otherwise.
Right. It's actually in the history of Metroidvania
Unmissable
games.
game.
It's like a decent story when you compare it to all the other Metroidvania
Sure.
games.
I mean, like,
Well-
it's most of these Metroidvania games. Like, I know people are going to go mad because Hollow Knight has a story. Yes, we get it. But like, I don't really pay too much attention. Like, Super Metroid is probably one of my favorite games of all time. The story in it is bare bones. It is like a setup and a premise more than anything else. So it's not a killer that it doesn't have this kind of like engrossing story to it.
I think a lot of Metroidvania smartly make the story more atmospheric and kind of low key.
Right.
Things that you kind of discover. I think
Metroid
this game-
Prime's the best example of that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think this game does brute force. Like, two characters are going to talk to each other. I think it does that a bit too much.
Bacalar.
I was going to say, I think
yeah.
it's kind of like a symptom of the history of the franchise, where Sands of Time specifically kind of put story back as a major component of Prince of Persia.
And that was charming.
And they did it again with, I mean, like, it was kind of downhill from there with Warrior Within. And they did a bit of that in the really artful Prince of Persia, and then even the Sands of Time remake. It feels like
right.
I feel like this is more a case of like, them thinking that story is a pillar of Prince of Persia, and us kind of going, actually, we don't really give a shit about that when the rest of the game is
Cool,
this good.
turn
You
back
can skip it.
time.
Sands of Time was just like, rewind game like that. No one, yeah.
And wall running. I remember wall running being a big gimmick there. And did you notice the air dash in this?
it's so
game?
good.
It is the wall running animation.
Yeah.
It's like a crystal wall.
I popped so hard when I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
I was
it.
like, wait a minute, is that doing? Oh yeah, it is. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
What did you want, Jan?
Bacalar, I noticed that you were playing this on the guided mode, and I decided to check it out as well. And like, Metroidvania is notorious for making you backtrack, and you kind of lose the thread. How have you been finding with the guided mode on?
Yeah, I don't have time to play this game in a way that you're like supposed to or something. I gotta fucking tell me where to go. Tell me what to do.
But
show me
building
where
on
to
top
go.
of that,
This is the way that's supposed to be played, though. This has been it for a long time in a lot of games in the series.
That's what I was talking about earlier. That is what guided mode is just putting a waypoint and then just being like, we're not going to tell you anything else. We're just
not going to tell you how to get there.
Yeah, that's my complaint. I wish they would. Do all like a line.
You could go to the little girl, buy the map.
Buy the map. Yeah, it's 50 crystal.
Oh, that girl's got a map?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about
maps in every single area. Yeah.
When you're there and you can hear
buy
her
her map.
humming, you can just go grab a map. It's 50.
Okay, I'll buy her map. I'm stuck in a part where I can't like get to a spot, and I think I played like 5 hours or so, and then I was like, I can't get to the spot. But without a doubt, didn't even think twice about the guided mode. That's what I want. I want that Jeff accessibility option to be there.
There
is
accessibility.
an option that helps you skip certain platforming sections.
Well, no, I don't want. Yeah, you could do that too, right? You can skip like.
But I think you can also change stuff in platforming, like timing and things. The accessibility options are great. Like Ubisoft has been doing really great work with accessibility for years.
I love how that's implemented here. It feels real good. It feels like it respects my time, and I like games that respect my time.
The parry
I play it
window
on default, and some of those platforming sections are like, I love platformers, maybe my favorite genre, and some of those are like the timing required, like optional side stuff. I don't know if any of you did the thing where you had to collect the 3 bells all in one thing, where you're like, that shit's hard.
Yeah.
But like, it's fair.
Yeah.
And it's super challenging.
Cool.
Yeah, there are rooms where it's like, this is Celeste now. What you've done is you've just turned this into Celeste, which is sick. Yeah. B-side Celeste. It's fun. There's a lot of video game in this one.
It is literally that. They take the idea from Celeste, where it's like the B-side stuff, where instead of like, was it a cherry in Celeste? It's like a coin in this one.
Xerxes coins. Yeah.
Right.
You have to like make it a safe ground. Yeah,
and you can't like put down your teleport thing either. One of the abilities is that would be cheating, so the coin goes back if you use that. So you have to actually make it back to safe harbor using your skills. And I love that stuff.
Yeah.
I love that. I love having those challenges sprinkled out throughout the game. If it was like a challenge room to go to, even in a game I love, like Resident Evil 4, I'm like, I love going to those challenge rooms once I'm in there. But like the idea of like breaking up the flow of the game to go in the challenge room. So I'm not going to do that right now. Maybe I'll do it later. So having it like, no, this is just right now. You stumbled in one, just do it. I love that. I always end up doing them and really enjoying them.
Have any of you made the mistake I made a few times of like during one of those really long things where you have to like air dash around spikes and double jump, like do all this stuff, and I would try to make myself a checkpoint by dropping my like shadow guy, and then I would forget that I did that, and I would get even further like close to the end, and it would warp me back. I'm like, no!
You always have to hold it. You could hold it to cancel it. You have to hold it first. Yes, I got used to doing that because I did that a couple times.
Yep.
Mike, you said yesterday that this is the best 2D combat. Do you still stand by that?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, like in terms of like that, it's a little bit like Ori and the Will of the Wisp in that you have like your mix of melee and you have a bow, but this is more fluid and this has really good juggling. And boy, do I love juggling in my combat games where you can kind of do a combo that lifts them up in the air, then you jump up with them, you do another combo that shoots them away. Then when you get the air dash, you can air dash to follow them and hit them 3 more times, and it feels so smooth when it gets
delay them
like
with
that.
arrows, like do a couple hits, delay them with arrows, dash.
Arrows.
I haven't used the arrows at all during like
the
combos.
arrows are great.
Oh,
okay.
They're so good.
It's like Dante shooting people with guns in DMC.
Oh,
like
okay.
you just keep them there for a little bit so that way you can close the gap.
And you can get a lot. You can upgrade it and have like 30 plus arrows. It's a huge help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it turns into a frisbee.
Yeah.
The bow turns into a frisbee.
A frisbee you warp to.
That you can warp to. That's sick as hell.
I felt so good at the beginning when I was loving it so much early on, and then I looked at the control mapping and I saw there were like 5 or 6 buttons that had unknown ability on it. I was like, oh man, it's gonna be awesome.
Wait, don't tell me. I think I got a weird bug in the game where it's like press RB to like do something. I got
it early. I
couldn't do anything. I still can't do anything with it. So I will eventually have something on RB.
I had a thing that said press RB to bound towards item or enemy or whatever.
Yes.
And I was like, what the fuck? And I kept trying RB and it wasn't doing anything. Later on, I got the actual thing and I was like, that's what it was talking about. Okay.
Okay, good to know.
Awesome. It's great.
Every new ability you get feels substantial, feels like you're going to be using it. It is not a bespoke, just use it in this dungeon sort of thing. It is going to change the way you play the rest of the game. And that's, one of the great things about Metroidvanias is those payoffs of getting a new ability, realizing how to use it, and then having that thing unlock in your mind where like, here are all the places I can go back to. I can't wait to go back there and actually now conquer this thing that I was pretty close to conquering. And now I have the ability to get over that hump.
And the game like naturally fills that loop for you, right? Like, because if you have been using the screenshot tool that is in the game, it's not then like you have to be like, oh fuck, I don't even remember, which was an issue for me in Metroid Dread, right? Like I mentioned this earlier this week where it was like I would get abilities and I'd be like, I'm pretty sure there's a place for me to use this, but also I kind of can't be fucked to go back and do it. I'm like, it's okay, but now I have a list of these locations like that I can look at very easily. So it's like closing that loop, and it is incentivizing you to actually go back and use these new abilities.
It makes you feel still attached to all those things. Like, okay, it is reasonable to go back there because I know what to do when I'm there.
Yeah.
Well, it's so smart with the map stuff because it does the screenshot thing, which is probably the biggest thing it does with the map. But it also has like the Breath of the Wild map markers where you can kind of set your own like language for the tokens and all that. But then also it'll auto add these smart markers where like if I'm trying to enter this room from one side and it's blocked off from something I can't do, it will make a little arrow on the map and it'll like just so you remember like, okay, I need to go back from this way.
It'll tell you that arrow is telling the player you can only get in it from this other side. So like right away when you look at it going forward.
Yeah, it's a big thing in Metroidvanias where they'll put like some kind of marker like, the door is red on your map or something. So that tells you, hey, like you haven't been able to go through this. But it's very rare. I don't know if I've ever seen where it specifically tells you, hey, this was blocked from this side. You need to go this way if you want to like get through here later. It's so good.
I think it's
also
fucked up.
chat calls them smarkers. So that's pretty good.
Ooh, I love that.
I like that.
Love it.
I also like that.
Markers.
I also like that you can kind of create builds in the game, like with the necklace stuff, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Firstly, for the longest time, I had every time I opened my map, I would hear this bird chirping constantly.
Yes.
It was driving me insane, and it turns out it's one of the amulets. It's like the bird is constantly chirping to tell you things. I just turned that.
Like, look over there.
That's the deluxe edition, whatever.
Yeah,
thing.
that's the pre-order. It doesn't take an amulet slot.
Yep. There is a thing you can buy that like makes a tone
Same
or something,
thing.
but it's the same concept. Yeah.
But I've like built my character around counters, so like and parries. So every time I do a parry, I get like energy back. I get my special meter filled. I slow down time, and I've been like developing it so like the time bubble is bigger and bigger. It's like a real, but you can
That's
also
cool.
you can also do like other defense or dodging based ones where it's like I'm not going to counter, I'm just going to stand in place and dodge, and it's going to like do damage on the way out and that kind of stuff. So there's just enough room for you to create a kind of build that's your own and cater to your own playstyle, which
And
is
there's a ton of
quite
amulets.
unique.
Yeah, there's a ton of
And
them.
there were bosses
Yeah.
where I noticed that like so you have this like Athra ability, which is like a rage meter type thing, and you can do these big super attacks when you fill it up. And so like I ran into a boss where I was like, okay, I'm not doing a ton of damage, but when I do this Athra ability, it's really fucking them up. And so you can go back to the tree where you can like shift out your amulets, be like, all right, any amulet that like as I take damage increases my Athra bar and all that, and went back and it totally worked.
Yeah, I did the one where I just like if you time the hits later in your combo, you can get another hit, and then you can upgrade that to get another one and another one.
I
And
always
it's like no.
I always love
Yeah.
that addition of a combo in any type of game. I feel
Yeah.
so
Yep.
cool.
Yeah, especially when it's like at the end of the combo. Now it's up to timing. It's like, okay, I have to really be engaged in this. And it took me a few hours to like feel comfortable doing that in combat. And now that I'm doing it, it's like it feels good every single time.
Also, the other thing where it's like a lot of the enemies have a specific thing that you can counter, which if you nail, it goes into a very cinematic kill
Yeah.
The
like
executions,
animation,
Mhm.
execution animation, which is really cool. And it does incentivize you to try and aim for that because the damage it does based on you nailing that is much more significant than just like dodging it and trying to chip away at the health. So
Yeah.
And
it's
if you
very,
miss-
very
And
rewarding.
if you miss your parry, you get punished
It
hard.
makes me think of like, bold charge and like punch out. There's a little bull boss that charges at you and you're like, oh shit, I know he's doing it. And you got to wait and get the perfect timing. And it's that risk reward is the exact same.
Yeah,
And then if that stuff sounds like your kryptonite as a player, like you hate the parry window, you can make it bigger. You can make it bigger.
Yeah.
Nikki, you made your
Make it
parry
bigger.
window bigger, right?
That's what I did. I made the parry window bigger, and I'm hitting all this shit. I think that's the thing, right? It's like I do not feel like the way that y'all. I know that immediately I made that window bigger, and I do not feel like I am having a different experience from
No way.
y'all
Yeah.
who have it at the standard window. Like I feel the same way about all of this stuff. So like, it does not feel punitive to me as the player who like is asking for that option. A good video game.
It's a good
Yeah,
video
How does
game.
it feel when somebody shoots like an
Yeah.
arrow or a projectile at you and you parry it and it sends it right back at them?
I didn't know you
Yeah.
could do that
So good.
until
So
yesterday.
good.
Yeah.
Like when Grub did it. It was crazy.
You know what? I really hope this game doesn't become this year's Hi-Fi Rush, where it came
No,
out
it's better.
at the start of the year.
Yeah.
No, but it's the start of the year.
Whoa,
Everyone's talking
hey.
about it. Everyone loved it, and then kind of got forgotten a little bit towards the end of the year. I hope
Yeah.
that
If they're smart, they will wait until like middle of the year and then release a DLC update or something like that.
DLC.
do the-
keep it in
Yeah.
people's minds.
Yeah, upside down castle it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
shit.
Roguelite
Do
mode.
it backward.
Yeah, you gotta wear
Yeah.
the
You're-
glasses so you can see the spirit that's overcoming Richter or something. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
On the giant bomb scale, anyone want to like throw out theirs? Because I haven't finished it. I'm very close. I'm like, this is a 5 out of 5 for me.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
see if that
important.
changes.
Important.
Yeah, important.
Yeah, I think
Important on the
That's all
backlog
I
scale.
need. That's all I need. It's important.
Yeah. How about you, Dan and Mike? You guys feel comfortable giving a star rating?
Or like a smile.
I think it would. Yeah. As I was playing it for the first like 10 hours or so, I was thinking like this is a 5-star if I decided to like write a review of it. And then there was a bit in the middle where I was kind of like what Backlar was talking about, where it's like, all right, there's like a couple places I need to go to, and I was just found myself kind of just like walking around the same areas a bunch of times, and that was a very brief moment where I was like, I wonder if this is 4-star. I wonder if this is wearing off on me, and I got right past that and it went right back into loving it. So like I think by the end, I think of this as like a 5-star game.
Yeah, and I know that part where you're at. It's got probably be a little bit troublesome for people, but that girl that sells you the maps at the Haven, talk to her. She also gives you hints, so you can buy hints from her, and she'll tell you like some helpful bonuses and stuff.
For only
Over
30,
on,
I think, for those.
Yeah.
Yep.
Over on GamesBeat.com, I have my written review, and on our system, I gave it a 4.5 stars out of 5. It was like only like a full star system, I would have just gone 5. Like my only things are just some presentation or aesthetic things. Like the music is fine. I wish it kind of went a little harder, and there were moments, especially the last boss fight, I was kind of surprised that the music seems sort of mellow and quiet. Not huge stuff, but maybe just those little things there that I docked something. But
The music's weird. I was listening to while I had it paused while I was doing some other work last night, and during the pause menu, it was very quiet, like very understated, And then it just like kept picking up and adding more instruments. And it did start to go hard. I'm like, where is this when I'm playing the game? It's not like the music's bad. It's just there's not enough of it. It's kind of
that's exactly
You
what
want
it
more
is.
of
Yeah.
it?
Better than Ride to Hell, you'd say?
We also
I mean, come on, nothing's quite that good.
Nikki, you were saying?
we also this is the first game that the TikTok voice is in. So congrats to them
Oh,
Yeah.
for making it
cool.
finally into a AAA release.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
good for TikTok.
What's the TikTok
Good for
voice? I'm
TikTok
sorry.
voice.
What?
Yeah, I also don't know.
You guys know that little-
there's a character. Oh, go ahead, Grub.
that little sprite that I think lights up the sewers.
Yeah.
Her voice is basically a voice that a lot of people use on TikTok to introduce their videos. They'll do the text to speech thing, like here's how to make $1 million as a podcaster.
Can't you do it, Lucy?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
It's
hi,
it's a,
Sargon. I'm here to light your way in the sewer section of Prince of Persia: The Lost
Yeah.
Crown.
Yeah.
the one
Incredible.
in the game is that kid TTS voice that used to appear.
Oh, right.
And-
Okay.
and
Yes.
Yeah, it's a different one. That I texted Lucy immediately. I was like,
Okay.
"Is this the fucking TikTok voice?" I was like,
I was gonna say because that one sounded really weird. I was like, oh, what's going on there?
Well, I think they said that like they use it obviously as placeholder, and then they forgot to put the real person in.
Which is so real. That's so real. Like, oh, we fucking forgot.
Yeah.
Didn't
I
fix
do not
it.
understand how you missed that, man.
Well, we were playing a
sometimes
great
you-
game called Ride to Hell Retribution the other day,
Exactly.
and they had a caution tape, and it just said temp on it instead of caution. So
Oh, yeah.
Why not just
what's the
put
best of them?
Why not just put
The best.
caution instead of temp? Just put it there.
Yeah, they had the right font and color and everything.
That's weird.
Well, folks,
that's real weird.
I think it's rare that a game is getting its flowers across the board here at GiantBomb.com. I think tell me if this is too bold, my friends. Is this an early spoon?
Yeah.
Oh, it could be.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh,
cool.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Spoon.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. All right, get your spoons ready.
Jan, you at first weren't in love with it, and then you watched me play, and you seemed like there was a couple of things that kind of struck your fancy. How are you feeling now?
Oh, I'm completely in love with it. It's a 5 out of 5 game.
Oh, wow. Okay,
I just
wow.
needed
Wow.
the initial half hour of it just wasn't necessarily grabbing me. And I think
Yeah,
it's
I get that.
I think it's just evident that the story and the writing just are not its strongest suits. But
Yeah.
virtually
That
everything else.
Nickelodeon comparison you made, it feels like a kind of a cheap Nickelodeon show. A lot
like
of times
Tack
when it's
the
doing
Power
its
of Juju.
cinematics. Yeah, Tack the Power of Juju.
Let's
Yep.
attack trifecta of this week, folks. We're never going to talk about Talk the Power of Juju ever again.
No. No.
I'm sorry, Nikki. Maybe we'll talk about it after this break.
Oh,
All
Jesus.
right. Never mind. I'm back. It's fine.
All right.
It's fine if we never talk about it again.
Folks, that is our review of Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. We like it. It's a good game. When it comes out, think about buying it. But hey, also, maybe just sign up for Ubisoft Plus or whatever the fuck their
Yeah.
subscription is.
$15 a month, you can play that in Avatar over the next month, and that pays for itself real quick.
There you go, baby. After a quick freaky break, we will be back with Fantasy Critic, where we will be drafting games and figuring out who comes out on top and who eventually is going to be on the bottom. After this break. Fading to black now. Oops. Before we get to the Fantasy Critic, Dan Reichert, I'm tossing
Yes.
to you.
I just got something in the mail I wanted to show and tell real quick.
I love
You know,
this.
Seaman for the Dreamcast?
Yeah.
Oh no.
You know,
I love Seaman.
You know, it came with a microphone that you plug into your Dreamcast controller.
Yeah.
There's a Seaman
Mhm.
2 for the PS2 that came out in Japan. Unfortunately, I can't play it because you have to know Japanese to play it. But they went further, and I bought a very stupid thing. I bought the special edition of Seaman 2,
Oh yeah.
which comes with the
Hell
most
yeah.
fucked up PS2 controller you've ever seen. It's got a microphone in it.
What?
Oh.
I want it.
Someone describe this for the audio
Yeah.
listeners because I'm
It's a
lost.
Dreamcast
It looks
controller.
like it looks like Captain Nemo's compass as a PlayStation.
Okay, someone else explain it.
All right. It looks like a
It's a
medallion.
Dreamcast.
I'm sorry, Mike. I'm just joking.
Slash
It
Sega
looks-
Saturn 3D controller. Yeah, if you see a Dreamcast
It
controller,
looks
it's
like
basically
it-
that.
With a frog in it?
It looks like it
Yeah.
came out of the motion picture Atlantis.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
This
I
is-
can't. We're talking about Disney again.
It's got a USB connector. I wonder if I could make this work on PC.
You want
Oh my god, I hope so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Please,
this
please,
is
please.
incredible. This is even stupider than I expected. I love it.
Man, I
I'm
want
so
one.
happy for
That's a
you.
great box too.
It is, yeah.
I feel
wish
like-
I love the sans serif on Seaman.
Hell yeah.
It's very good.
Hot
Would it be
Sarah.
funny to learn Japanese just so I could play Seaman 2?
Yes.
It'd be on
Yes.
brand.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yes.
the most
All right.
Dan Riker thing ever.
Oh my god, please learn Japanese.
Dan, I kind of want you to put
learn
it.
Teams.
I kind of want you to put it in salt water and see what happens. Like, what if
No,
it activates?
I'm protecting this thing.
Turbo Sean, Jeff Grubb,
Yes.
please explain the rules of Fantasy Critic, not only to us, but for the folks at home.
Yeah, so just to lay down the groundwork here, and then we'll get into the nitty gritty. It is exactly what it sounds like. If you've ever played fantasy football, fantasy baseball, something like that, we're going to be drafting games for our publishing companies. We are all virtual publishing companies. We will be picking from a list of games on the fantasycritics.games website. We are going to be selecting from new releases, games that could come out and are unannounced, and remakes. There's a handful of things. You'll get the idea real quick. How does the point scoring mechanism work? Turbo Sean.
So if a game scores above, boy, I should know the threshold. I believe it's
70.
70.
It's 70. Is it 70 or 75?
70.
It's 70. Okay. If a game scores above 70, for each point above that it scores 1 point. And then if you're above 90,
Okay.
what the fuck is going on? What, are you
What's
two
going on?
passing notes like you're in class or something? What's happening? over
Do I
here?
gotta
Shut
make
up.
y'all?
No,
Pro.
I
Set the rules.
I had a post-it on my monitor that said Fantasy Critic 2024 on my monitor for like 3 months. And now that we're doing it, I can throw it away.
I gotta write mine on this though. Apparently.
Nice.
Yay.
Anyways, if a game scores over 90 points, each point above is worth 2 points. So that incentivizes you
And if
to,
you-
pick the
If you're under
bangers.
70, you're going to lose points. Yes. So,
Right.
Oh, okay.
Which comes into the other
you lose
thing here.
points.
yeah. So this other part's important, and this one really pay attention to because you can't drop this game. So
Right.
you're
well,
stuck with
there's
this.
let's break
Okay.
it down.
Okay. Let's break it
So
down.
we're picking games. Today we will each be picking 5. I looked at the list of games and I'm like, okay, if we each did 4, that would be 36. That feels almost too reasonable considering when I actually went down the list how many games are eligible. So we're gonna pick 5 each today. But then on the
Wait,
flip
wait.
side of things, yes, Lucy?
Can we have, like, if I picked, I don't know, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, could Nikki also have that? Or is it, do we
No.
each have? Right, okay.
Yes, because this is mimicking fantasy sports. Each game is essentially like a player. So like once someone takes that,
Okay,
They're off
it's
limits.
off.
yes. So the flip
Good
side
question.
of picking games is counter picking games, which we will each do one of today and one of later in the year. But
Okay.
all you need to know about today is that counter picking is you're predicting that game will do poorly above that 70
And it has to be a game that someone else selected.
Yes.
So, you guys are gonna hear that. I know it went through one ear and out the other. Once we get to there, we'll explain it again. But
Yeah.
those are the basics.
yeah, the
anything else,
basic
Sean?
is you're picking good games, you're counter picking games that either you think will do poorly or
not
will
come
not
out.
release.
And,
And if a game
counterpicking
d-
will be its own like round, right?
Yes.
Yes, we will have
okay.
one
Okay.
round of counter picks at the end since we're each counter picking one.
Okay.
Okay. Well, first of all, before we start the draft, I think it's very important that we go over the most fun part of Fantasy Critic, which is everyone's publisher names. So here I will explain the draft order as well as talk about everyone's publisher name. Going down the line, we have one Timur with his publisher Grow Up.
So this was randomized. This already
This was
happened.
randomized. This is the order. This is the
okay.
order. Yep.
All right. I'll take it.
Second is Dan Reichert with Reichert's Market. Third is Jerf with Important Collective. After that, we have Janford and Sons with Cut the Check Games. After that, we have myself, Turbo Sean,
Oh
with
my God, Sean.
Lucky Loppany Feet Inc.
Oh my God.
You can't
Sean.
say that.
Sean.
What?
You
Lucky
can't
Rabbit
say
Feet.
that.
What? What's wrong with it?
No,
Dan,
it's
you're a better
not.
person
It's not what
for
you're.
not-
It's not
Dan,
for luck.
you don't need to know.
Loppany.
Dan, don't
I don't
worry.
know.
It's the rabbit everyone wants to fuck.
Lopunny. Just Google it and turn
Yeah,
search.
turn
I'm
face.
not-
And then also put
Uh,
R and then 3 and then 4 at the end of it, just so
Yes.
you can really
Is
get
this
all
the
of
Space
it.
Jam rabbit? Is this the Space Jam thing?
Close.
Yeah.
Close.
No,
Close.
that's a different rabbit that they want to fuck.
Okay, that's I only know one rabbit that the internet wants to fuck.
After I go, we will have one Mike
Oswald.
Minotti and his Critical Path Publishing. After
That's
Mike
pretty good.
is
Mm.
Grub with Grub One Out Games.
Mhm.
Then we
That's
have
not good.
It's very
That's
good.
great.
It's very good.
I think that's worse than mine, honestly. Then we have Lucy James Games with Lucy James Publishes Games.
That's good.
And closing things out, we have Nikki with their Good Video Games TM.
Yeah.
So we will
That's how
be
you know.
going.
The stickers
that
on
order.
the box, it means it's good.
Madam
It's like the
Offers.
Nintendo seal.
I think we should just hop right into it and
Yeah.
get going.
Well,
Yeah.
I want to explain to everyone first because there was a question about this. We will go down the line and then we will go back the
Snake.
opposite direction for round 2. It's serpentine like a snake. So like Nikki's picking last in round 1, they will be picking first in round 2 of drafting. So you go back to back, and then we'll do that until we've each picked 5, and then after that we'll do the counter pick stage. All right, everyone right?
Yes.
do
So
it.
so who's like the commissioner? You, Sean, right?
Me,
I think it's
I'm
Sean,
the manager
yeah.
of the league.
Cool.
So if you any bribes,
What's your
know where to
PayPal?
find me.
Hey, yo,
Wait. The rewards. We can figure out like what the first place person gets, but the last place person has to play the worst reviewed game that someone selects
Oh,
Completion?
That's great.
to completion.
Oh,
man, it's always to
within reason.
completion.
If it's like an MMO or it's 100
sure,
hours,
sure.
you got to play at least like 12 hours
Sure.
of it or something.
And also
sure.
the games we pick have to be listed as available on
That
this
is
site,
correct.
right?
That's
Yes.
right. Yes.
So the
On what?
only games that are not allowed here are any games in or will be in early access, and any games that are deemed remasters by the site. Remake,
Wait, we're
and
not
they even
allowed
say partial
early
remakes are
access?
good.
Wait,
Well,
wait,
early
wait.
access.
If it's expected to have a full release,
Yeah, it's not gonna
this
give
year,
it
it'll
a
be
score.
available.
If it leaves early access, if it's confirmed for
1.0.
leaving, that will change things. But
Wait, so
What
what about
about-
like
so
Final
the one-
Fantasy?
that's not
about
early
it?
access.
what
It's
about
a
it?
remake, right?
Oh,
of
I
Final
guess it's
Fantasy?
remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Counts.
Remake is fine. Remaster is not. So remaster
Got
is
it.
basically just like, oh, it's in 1080p now. That's what they define as a remaster nowadays.
Got it.
What-
Okay.
What
okay.
about expansions?
think they're
Thank
available.
you. Thank you for bringing that up. No. Because unfortunately, DLC and expansions are lumped together on Fantasy Critic. That makes
Okay.
things way too
I
messy.
know which
So
one he's
yes,
gonna pick.
unfortunately, Dawn Trail will not be eligible. But that's really the only major expansion that. I
Well,
think
Shadow
everyone-
of the
Whoa, Shadow of the Erdtree is what I was thinking
Well,
about.
it's a DLC in my head, is how I see that
Yeah.
one. See, again,
This
it gets
play-
messy there.
Shadow of the Retreat not eligible.
Maybe we'll get a nice gold spoon for the winner.
Oh, that's a good
I
idea.
like that.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, we should figure out how to get one made. That sounds
Yeah.
smart.
24 karat.
I'll forge
Okay.
it.
Just talk to Idris Elba. He knows all about gold.
All right. Does everyone have the site pulled up?
Yes, I
Yes.
do,
Yes.
Commissioner.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
games, I hit the games tab, right? Or the master games list.
No, you need to be on our league, Dan.
Oh, I have that too.
I'm
the
on
giant
our
one.
league page.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
don't.
that
Once
should
this
be where
starts, this whole page is going to activate and stuff. Don't worry.
Oh,
Gonna
can I do a thing
activate.
automatically?
Oh, okay.
And you're gonna be on the
Oh,
clock,
okay.
right? We gotta
Oh,
keep this
geez.
moving.
I
Yeah.
believe so. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so I'm just gonna hit OK and let's start drafting. Okay, Tam is first up. You should see something on your screen that allows you to pick a game.
You're on the clock, Tam.
I don't see anything.
Refresh?
Nothing's happened here.
Let's give it a moment.
The draft is currently in progress.
Oh, it says draft game.
Okay, there you go.
Do I need to say
I don't
it
see
out loud?
games.
You're
Well,
not going to see one until it's your turn.
Okay.
you can look at the watch list in the meantime.
Okay, I've drafted a game.
Yeah, I
Okay.
see him. We just saw he just selected
So
Tekken 8.
Tam picked Tekken 8.
Okay.
Nice. Good pick.
pick,
Good
good
pick.
pick.
Okay. So automatically on to me.
Yes.
Yep, that's right.
I don't see anything popping up.
Tam,
have
what
to
did you
refresh
see?
it. You refresh it, and then it says at the top, draft game.
I don't see a game.
I had to,
All right, does your
I had
screen
to
look
close
like
the tab
Jan's?
entirely.
I can't see Jan's.
Well, I mean, if you could just check the stream real quick, it should
I'd
look
have
like
to
that.
get past the.
Okay.
Hang on.
It's all mind games. I like it, Dan.
Yeah, this is.
Hang on. Is my timer going?
I don't see a timer. You're
Yeah,
Mine
yeah,
looks
timer,
like
yeah.
Jan's.
7 seconds.
Yeah, mine looks like Jan's.
okay. So
Yeah, refresh it.
Tam, where did it pop up at?
So it popped up right at the top underneath the giant bomb text
No, I don't have it.
in an orange strip.
No.
Do you have
Okay.
multiple tabs open?
what?
Yeah, I have the games list on another one.
If you can close
I had
any of our
to
fantasy
I had to
tabs.
close both of them. I had to close. I
Jesus
also had
Christ.
2 tabs
All right.
open, and I had to close both of them and then reopen one, and then it refreshed.
Also,
No, nothing.
are you signed in?
No.
Hey.
Channel your dad at the worst time. That is.
Oh wait, is my login info on the other? Hang on a second. Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Is my auto login over here? Oh, what's my email address? Oh no.
Plug it
I
in.
think this makes you ineligible.
Yeah, you lose.
Hang on.
Oh, my god.
Jeez. Oh, I don't know if I saved my login stuff. I don't know which email I'd used. Sorry.
You're like my dad. What the fuck, dude?
Sorry. I have a bunch of accounts to check.
How you guys doing?
Oh
What do
my
you guys- what's your
god. I'm
strategy?
doing good. I'm
Yeah, pretty
cold,
good.
man.
It's not that.
Wait a minute.
Did I do it
Wait
with
a
my
minute.
work? What? Huh?
No,
No,
why
don't,
get your
don't,
shit
don't,
out
Dan,
there?
don't worry about it. You get logged in. Don't take
So,
Q&A.
yeah,
Is the timer going?
There's no timer.
Yeah, it's my turn. I'm taking your pick.
Wait.
You're
what the
fine,
fuck?
Dan. You're fine. Just
Yeah, you're
figure it
fine.
out.
Yeah.
Just take a
Hey.
break.
What's the reason why Hades is not eligible?
Early access.
Is
Early
early
access.
access and
Yeah.
It's not going to be out this year. I don't like. Can we
Early
It might-
access?
It might
know.
it might be
It says
just
early access.
If it
It might
gets
just
It
a
was in early
release
access
date.
for a
Access
year
tag.
this time.
If it
Yeah,
gets a release
currently-
date for this year, then you'll be able to go in and draft it with
Yeah.
some of the money.
Oh, man, that was
That's
like my
something
number one.
I suppose we didn't mention this, so now is a good time to talk about this. Each of us are given a budget, like fictional dollars to spend throughout the year. There will be a bidding system on a given week where if you want to get a game, you put in a dollar amount for it here on the website, and then at the end of the week, sometime Saturday evening, it processes all bids. And if you were the winner, you get that game added to your roster. So with something like
Is-
Hades, it is early access. If it gets a confirmed release date,
It'll
should
change.
switch to
Oh,
an eligible
God.
game, and then you could bid on it.
This is
That-
another fucking
That
job.
budget is for the season.
It's for the season, yes.
And the bidding happens every week. It starts on Monday and goes through Thursday, right?
The
Right.
system we do here is simpler than the early league, Jeff. So it's
Oh
just
man, that's music to my ear.
yeah, it should just be Saturday evening, 7 Eastern, I think it is. It processes all bids, and then we just start a new cycle, and it goes into
All
next
right.
Saturday.
I
You
mean, would
okay,
I definitely would I definitely have had to use an email address? Because like I'm searching all my
Did you
accounts.
Yeah,
sign
you
in
had
with?
to log
Did you
in.
just sign in with Google?
Yeah, you might.
Maybe, but
Oh,
I would have
yeah,
gotten
yeah.
confirmation, right?
Oh my god.
No,
Let me
I don't
see.
think so. I just signed in with my
Oh,
I didn't sign in
God.
with Google, and then I did it that way, and it was
All right, let me
This-
see.
this
what's
is
my
how-
account.
Visual B's right. This is the authentic fantasy drafting
No,
experience.
100% this is.
Okay, hang on, real quick.
I think about it. Hang on.
Okay,
Okay, I get to draft a game.
you did it, everybody.
We got him.
Okay, all right, that's what I'm gonna do.
Alright.
Okay, draft game. Now it's probably starting the thing. Okay.
No, he's going to decide.
Wait, why? I have to go through pages. Okay. Where's Prince of Persia?
No, you can't.
get
Not
it
already.
already.
It's already
I can't do that, damn it. Okay.
What's wrong with you?
Okay, let me ask. Commissioner?
Yes.
Since my wife just started the PlayStation,
My
I'm allowed to
wife.
pick
My wife.
a Sony
My wife.
exclusive.
No.
Final Fantasy.
Dan's
You can pick
compromised.
that. I
Dan-
allow that.
Okay,
Dan's
I'll
just
pick
got to
that.
be the commissioner. You can't play along.
I'm drafting Final Fantasy.
Dan, you
Yeah.
can't do that.
Fucker.
Dan, you can't do that. I wanted to do
I'm a
that.
big Final Fantasy guy, you know?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
nuts.
yeah.
Anyways, it's Jerv's turn now.
Fuck you, Dan. Took you 90 minutes to pick my game.
Persia, which would have been more fucked up.
Yeah. Oh, I'd like to choose the lottery numbers after they've been drawn. Fucking moron.
What's going to be the most important game of the year, Bacalar?
All right, already, I think we're at slim pickings.
I don't know about that.
No, that's
We're
low.
fine.
No,
I don't know about that. I
Five's gonna
gotta.
be ambitious, but I think right now you should be good.
I gotta go back into the here.
I don't wanna be here
Here's the
anymore.
fantasy experience. The person has one thing in mind, and that's taken.
Yeah.
Well, I figured Dan was.
What do you mean Michael Jordan's not available?
All right.
Hellblade 2.
Yeah, I took Hellblade 2.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
That's good.
That's getting
Pick
That's a
it.
smart pick, I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone with it, but
You know, I've been a little
Fuck up, Mike. Who asked you?
I've been a
Saying.
little itchy lately. So some might call me Ichi John.
Look at this bastard
That's
making
a good pick.
pun and then stealing my game, you asshole. Okay, it's
a
now
great
my
pick.
turn. I just
Wait,
got
is that legal though?
How is that not legal?
Is picking a game that was on the list legal? Yeah.
We played it.
Yeah, I've heard some games that are going to get delayed this year, and I'm keeping that information to
All right.
myself.
All right.
Oh, you piece of shit.
Yeah,
You piece of
see,
shit.
That's news.
this is the beauty of games.
Yeah,
media
that's like
doing,
being like the
Fantasy
physical
Critic.
trainer for the Giants and not telling anyone about what you know.
Grab,
It's bullshit.
grab. I like it. I know. I know.
Okay. This might backfire on me because this could totally get delayed. at any
Suicide
point.
Squad. What?
Wow.
I am drafting Metaphor Refantasio.
Oh.
You made that up. What the fuck are you
That's not a
talking
game.
about?
That's not a
Would have been on there for
That's
like
not
3
it.
more rounds.
Bullshit.
Persona Team's new game.
Yes,
All
the
right.
Persona
Yeah.
Team
That
two
is-
Fantasy Persona. If that hits, I feel like that's really gonna hit.
my turn.
It is unreal that you
Mikey's
use your
turn.
first pick on that.
I know how to play.
He made up a game for his first pick.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, pretty similar. I was gonna go with this one first. Anyways, I'm gonna go with the Persona 3 remake.
Shit.
Son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
that would have been my number 2.
Yep, that's rough.
All right, I'm ready to grab one out.
Let's grab one out. Let's see here. Man, you guys did just take all the good ones, huh? All right. Okay, well, let's see
Did we?
who's got ideas. I am gonna have faith in Capcom, and I am gonna do Dragon's Dogma 2.
Nice.
I like it.
Fuck.
Okay.
Oh, damn it. I was gonna... Fuck. All right.
Can I
Lucy's
pick
up
Prince
next.
of Persia? He said.
I mean, it was 2024. It seems like it should be eligible.
And he said it like it was some master plan. He didn't understand why he was allowed
He's
to.
like, "What do you mean, FanDuel? I can't bet on the winner. What do you mean?"
Metacritic is a fluid number. You know, it could go down.
Oh my God, Lucy,
Bold
you
pick,
really
Lucy.
think it's coming out,
Bold
huh?
pick.
Oh.
I know.
What?
If it does come out, if it,
I like it.
I picked Hollow Knight
Silk
Silk Song.
Silk
If,
Song.
if it comes out, I'm
Yes.
fucking quids in.
Yes.
That's
But it's a risk.
dead set.
That's a risk.
Okay, I can't wait to see.
So now Nikki gets 2 games in a row here.
Oh.
Okay, I get 2 now, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you
That's
logged
all.
in?
Okay. So I am logged in. Draft game. Oh, there we go. Show my watch list. It doesn't really make a difference, but I do want to make a correct choice.
Mhm.
So what I'm going to do here is... Oh, go to page 2. Here we go. Fucking watch this. Bang. NCAA 2024.
Wow. Okay, hell.
Let's fucking get
Oh, wow. Okay.
No.
I love that you
Bold
got
move.
around the technicality. I forgot to mention because I didn't think any of us was gonna pick any one of them. Yearly installments that are like the same essentially each year, like a Madden, are not
Yeah, but
eligible.
this is
But technically, this isn't a yearly installment.
exactly.
Yeah, this is a.
It's new.
Probably will be, but it
And-
isn't yet.
I think I'm going to go with Rise of the Ronin.
okay.
Ooh.
Solid.
I
I
think
like it.
because
Okay.
y'all love those ones.
Ah, damn it.
Okay.
I'm out of puns now. Shit.
I'm drafting. I'm drafting.
I'm drafting here.
Hey, yo, I'm drafting here. There is one that I.
Is anyone else like really scared that someone else is going to take their game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, of
100%.
course.
Yeah.
All mine are gone.
There's
that I
no
listed.
games coming out.
I've gone for Rise of the Golden Idol.
Oh.
Wow. Really good one. That's good because that's
Good
going to have
shout.
self-selection bias.
That's
so
a
only the
good
people
one.
that love
Yeah.
the game are going to review it. That's going to
Yeah.
be a really
Yeah.
good choice.
Oh, that's a whole different dimension.
That was my thinking with NCAA. Is that only people who are going to like that one are going to review it, so the number is going to be big.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
I'm learning so much.
Games
This
like
is just
shit,
like
man.
fantasy.
It is.
Yeah.
The last time,
Who would've thought?
Grub.
I feeling great.
I'm feeling good. I'm just looking for my thing here. Give me a second.
Yeah,
Oh,
look for your thing.
and then I hit the back button on my mouse, so I got to reload my page. All right, there we go. When I select my game, let's just move on without talking about it.
Oh.
Why?
Mm. Okay.
He's just insider trading here. Is all.
Lollipop Chainsaw remake, is it?
Oh, you bastard!
Okay, so mainline, does it fucking say mainline? Amazing.
It does
It
say
does.
mainline.
Underground.
However, okay.
Mainline.
Well, determine if it is when it comes out.
That is such a insane
This
thing.
is huge.
Nah, it's not.
There's
coming
no
out.
way this game's coming out this year. Do
No
you
way.
know why?
Why?
Because March 10th, Mario Day, is a Sunday this year. They're not going to do a direct on a Sunday. They're not going to announce a new Mario game on a Sunday. Therefore, it's not coming out this year. Thank you so much. That's right. That's
be
my
done.
whole logic.
I don't understand the
Oh, cool, I
logic,
get
but
to draft
impossible.
Yeah, Mike, we got a few more games. Can you please pick something?
No, I wanted that one. Come on, I was gonna pick it first.
Were
and I
you
was like, no
really?
one's gonna pick it except
It
maybe
makes
Grub.
it so much sweeter. Oh my god.
There's just no
This
way
man
the
is
game's
5
coming
years old.
out.
It
There's a very good chance that game's coming out. They're going to launch a Switch 2 this year. What do you think's going to be the launch game if not the new Mario? I
Obviously,
don't mean to be heated
Metroid
at you.
Prime 4.
It's not your fault. But come on. Of course a new Mario's coming out this year.
All right, cool.
Cool. Now pick a game. We're on a schedule here.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be holding things up.
Mm.
God. Didn't we pick this one yet? Yeah, we'll go with Star Wars Outlaws.
Yeah, I mean, I
Damn
hope
it.
you're
Okay.
right. Like, I want to play that for sure.
Yeah. I hate Jeff Grubb so much. He's just the worst.
All right, let's see. Where is it? I'm going with Penny's Big Breakaway.
Nice.
Safe
That was on my
choice.
list.
Safe
Good
choice.
choice, Sean.
Safe choice. Good
Sorry,
answer.
I keep
man.
calling everyone I keep calling everyone a dickhead. Like that is just my
That's
go-to.
the spirit of fantasy football.
That's
Lucy.
very,
You're
very,
right.
very British of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Grub, check my DMs. Grub, check my Discord DMs. Stop being a parent.
Stop colluding.
Insider trading.
Grub's rocking. Leave Grub alone. He's rocking 7 frames a second right now.
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
He's stop motion grub.
Ah, shit. Damn it. No, that's stupid. Folks watching my stream at home, that's a stupid.
Yeah, I'm watching you be silly. You're being a silly
Yeah.
boy.
Don't do it, Jan.
I mean, is it stupid? No, Jan. Jan, no.
Do it, you coward.
No.
Do it, Jan. Do it.
Dan, what are you doing? I'm not watching the stream. What did you do?
I feel
Skull
that
and bones.
He's about to take
bones.
Skull and Bones.
I might as well be a dead
I
man.
do it.
Don't be a
Yeah.
fool.
I might as well be a
Oh, fine. I've turned around. Do it, you coward. You won't.
I've heard the beta is
That's
very
like-
good. Yeah, the
That's like
that's
taking
one.
NCAA football #1. You would never do that.
Do
I
it.
did
Draft it.
I did
Draft
it.
He did it. He did it.
I did it.
Wow.
Good job.
Wow.
The mad
okay.
lad's gone
At
and
least-
done it.
At least last place isn't a possibility for some of us anymore.
Who is it now?
Everyone's gonna
I mean,
remember how
Sheriff's
courageous
turn.
I was just then.
What the fuck is the game I want? Oh,
Important
here it is.
collective. I know.
I love it.
Someone in chat said that you're throwing, which is very funny.
Wait, let me choose this.
What? Unannounced Ocarina of Time remake?
Yeah,
There's some
the
shit in there
wild
that is
stuff.
just straight up.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm done.
Okay.
That's a-
Jeff picked
that's a backwater
Stalker
game.
2, Heart of Chernobyl.
Safe game.
Oh
Oh,
shit!
Nice.
All right.
Very
Good
interesting call.
pick.
Well, again, what's the score that it has to get above?
70.
70.
70. Okay. Oh, okay.
if the game I want makes it to me without anyone picking it, it's gonna be insane.
All right. Well, Dan picked Princess Peach Showtime, and it is Tam's pick now.
Okay, I will.
Why don't you laugh
draw.
like a Dark Souls NPC there? You went, huh.
That's Tam's default state.
Yeah.
I don't like how we're being mean to each other now.
No, this is what happens.
Yeah,
how
this is
it
what's
goes.
gonna happen.
It's inevitable.
Done.
Oh,
what'd you pick? What'd you pick?
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Come on.
Wait, no, I thought.
I think
Remake.
that's actually.
Oh, because it's not a
rough-
remaster,
pretty
it's a
safe.
remake. That's a good pick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
All right, Tam,
Safe.
you also get the next one since
Yeah,
we're
go.
going in the
Yeah,
opposite
you
direction.
deserve it.
Ooh, okay, let's fucking go.
You deserve it.
Let's see, did anything?
Is there a time limit?
I don't think
In
there's.
some drafts there
Okay,
are, but not in
alright.
this one.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
was
thought we
stressing that.
had one, but maybe that was something that my other league manager turned on.
I'm gonna do a risky pick.
Okay.
Yeah, you might as well. We're in the third
Suicide
round.
Squad.
No.
It's a bad sign that Skull and Bones got picked before Suicide.
Oh,
Squad.
okay. This is both a risky pick and a hoping and dreaming situation.
All right.
We should announce this. It is a podcast. Don't forget.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I considered it.
Oh,
Yeah.
The risk
Metal
was too
Gear
great for me.
Solid.
Yeah.
Metal Gear
Solid
All
Delta.
right, Dan, you're on the
Yeah.
clock.
I'm in this to win. I'm not going for my own picks here. I was worried about Delta.
Did I mess up, guys?
Is it-
A little bit.
Yes,
No,
there's so many games.
Yeah,
to
you
pick
did.
before Skull and Bones. Absolutely, you did.
Yeah. But you made the
You
funny
could-
choice, and like
you could
in
drop
the
that. Don't worry. Yeah,
grand
you did.
scheme-
Nah.
Last year, Mike
Yeah.
picked Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and that never
Yeah.
came out.
Yeah,
I
he was
did
so
okay.
convinced.
Yeah.
So
Did
convinced.
okay.
All right, Riker.
Stranding 2. No, that's not.
No. Well, yes, pick it.
No way.
No, not happening.
Pick it with confidence.
Pick
Pick OD
and we do
while you're
get
at
more points the more above 70 it is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it's just a 1 or -1.
it. The team with the
No.
most points wins, right?
Look,
For
I'm not
each
a
point-
sports guy.
For
There's no
each
points in
point
wrestling.
above. So, like, if it scores 80, you get 10 points.
All right. Sorry, speak amongst yourselves here.
Okay, well, I guess this is a good opportunity to talk about drops because typically
What?
you cannot drop a game because that would make things too easy. But if
Right.
your game later in the year gets confirmed to not be coming out this year, you can drop it.
Ooh,
And
sneak.
pick up another one?
Ooh, okay.
And
okay.
yeah, and you can just drop it from your roster and you have a free sliding
So
roster. But
do we-
we mentioned about counter picking that you want counter pick games that won't come out. That still obviously goes through for
Do
that person.
we-
You'll break even.
All
pick-
get like emailed and notified about these kinds of events.
Oh no.
Yeah,
cool.
what's that?
Keep up with it.
I
You gotta
also
keep up.
what
I picked
if
Paper Mario. I think it's going to be like mid-80s. Oh, 80s
Fuck.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one I was eyeing.
that's smart. Yeah. What if a game is definitely coming out this year but has not been officially announced? What's that situation about?
Is it
You can pick
rumored?
it now.
Rumors
That's-
is on.
You can pick it.
stuff,
That's like
yeah.
the Mario,
Rumor-
the next
it's-
3D Mario situation.
Yeah. There's just a list. There's a game that I think should be in this bucket that is not.
Well,
Okay.
if it's not listed, it's not listed.
Jeff, what did you
Yeah.
pick?
They should put the Venom should be in.
I
here.
picked Ultros.
What's that?
Oh
What?
yeah, that's
Ooh, right.
that Metroidvania.
It's
That's like-
that black light
Oh.
poster Metroidvania. Well, me and him both played that, and that's
Machine
Right.
Elves,
With,
baby.
uh,
Let's go.
yeah.
Kep-
Went
Kepler.
from Final Fantasy 6. What?
This is how I play
Okay.
fantasy in real life.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, he's going Power World. What?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's he doing? What's he
Into
doing?
our world. Let's go.
Wait. Early. Oh, it's early access.
Warning.
No, it won't let me because it's early access, right?
Oh,
Which game?
Palworld's going
But
into
if it
early
comes out-
access?
World, yeah.
I thought it was
I
gonna
think
have
so,
a
yeah.
full-
No, I think Pal World is in early access right now. They must not have updated it or something.
Yeah.
Well, no, maybe it's not. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's not
Power
letting me-
is in early access now.
Okay.
Oh, that's what's happening. It's
But
gonna
it
get
is
a
getting
while.
it is getting a Xbox release, I believe, or something.
Does it
like that.
let
It's
you
on-
select it and then just go through with a warning, Jan?
No, I tried
It says that
drafting it a
you
couple
have
times.
to.
Okay.
You would have to allow the tag.
Right. I would have to manually do that. I don't think I do that during the
Yeah.
draft. Well, actually, hang on. One second.
I got another one in my pocket. I got another
You
one
got
in my
another one?
pocket.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
He's got one Jan in his pocket.
Nice.
I've got one
Thanks.
Jan Blue Fantasy.
Hey.
Oh,
Nice.
there it is.
Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Okay. Interesting choice. Okay. Oh, I'm feeling good. I have so many that haven't been picked yet. It's a question of which one do I do next.
Not the one I want to pick. Just not the one I want to pick.
Okay. It might be. I'm curious if you would have gone to this one next.
Don't do it.
This could go either way.
Well, mine's not going to go the other way. Mine's only going to be a banger.
Well, I mean, I don't know if this
Bangers
one's going to
only.
release this year.
Mine's releasing this year. It's going to be a
Okay,
banger.
okay.
It's going to.
I'm going with Dragon Quest III HD 2D.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's nice. Nice.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Not a sure thing like Amina the Hollower.
I had that.
Oh.
Yeah, I was definitely thinking about that.
Taking Mina right now.
Good pick. Good pick.
All right, there we go. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I'm going for the safe dad pick. This is one I think is going to review very well. It is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024.
God damn it!
great.
God damn it!
That was literally my next pick.
That's money in the
That's
bank. Like,
my
it's
next
guaranteed.
pick.
That's finding a
Guaranteed, like, at
$20
least an
bill on
80.
the street.
I
right
hate you,
there.
Jeff Grubb.
That's what that is.
That's the
free-
most
free
dad
pick.
pick. That is
Uh-huh.
like
Oh, but it's a
quintessential
smart
dad
pick. It's a smart pick. It's a safe smart pick. He's like, you know what? I do need life insurance.
Exactly.
I will contribute to my 401k. I will match.
So my pick is, I'm so glad none of you went for this one. The new game from the Chinese Room, Still Wakes the Deep.
That's Dan's favorite game. He loves the trailer for that one. That's the oil rig one where
the
they were
oil
walking
rig
around the
one?
oil rig during
Oh,
summer.
Spooky,
that fucking
spooky
thing.
oil rig
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chinese Room, I have faith in you.
All right,
Don't fuck me
next,
on this.
It's my turn.
Nikki up with back-to-back picks again.
I get back to back, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Back to
Okay.
back.
I'm so nervous. If they let me down on this, I'm gonna be livid.
You'll be let down.
Ooh, I'll be let down. See, it's hard, right? Because it's like, will I like this game? No, probably not. But will
Yeah.
people like it?
That's what matters.
High chance.
I'm not even gonna play Final
So
Fantasy.
I
but I'm
am-
thrilled.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna take Mario versus Donkey Kong.
Hey,
Okay.
I just
Jan,
feel
what-
like
what
first
were you-
person.
Fair.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Jan, what were you trying to
No, you're good.
that was early access?
Power
What you were trying to
World.
draft?
By the way,
I'm-
I have overridden that tag if you want to pick it.
that's what it is. I was going to say I'm looking at it right now and it's available. So we'll just save that for
Yes.
Jan.
Yeah. If
Okay.
Jan wants to
Oh yeah,
pick
we'll
that
save
way,
it for
comes to
we'll
hitting
save
you.
it for
You
Jan.
don't have to take a Jan, but if you want to, it's
Okay.
now going to
Okay.
work.
No, yeah, we'll save it for Jan.
Yeah, if anyone else has any questions like that, yeah, feel free to bring it up and I can. Nikki!
Did
Wait, what'd
Nikki
you pick?
do
What'd
it?
you pick? What'd you pick?
Son of a
Oh.
bitch! You son of a bitch!
Well,
I was like, Nikki said we'll save it for Jan in a funny way.
pick.
In a way that was
Like, update the database or something? What did you do?
Yeah, I can
Sean
override
overrode
it.
it.
My,
Shots
respect it.
fired.
my back hurts.
It sucks to suck, man. I mean, what can you do?
Wait a minute.
Suck
Explain
to suck.
how you colluded. What happened?
No, Sean just did it to be nice to Jan, and Nikki said, I don't give a fuck.
The thing is, it's not even worth it. This game. This is
Yeah,
one of the
yeah,
people who
to be
brought you
clear.
Oh.
Craftopia.
Yeah.
Like that game
That's
is
a great pick.
awful.
Yeah,
I
it's not
did it
gonna be
because
great.
it was funny.
Yes, 100%.
wait.
Yeah, Nikki did you a favor. Dan.
I wanted the fun meme list.
Yeah, Nikki jumped on that
Dan,
grenade,
put
right?
a win, damn it.
I am.
Okay. I've picked mine. It's Assassin's Creed Codename Red.
Oh.
Mm.
Ah.
Right, that is a game.
That's a game. They've announced it. It's probably
Okay.
this year. And if it's not, well, in the words of Randy Pitchford, I can't believe you would fuck me on this. That's me and Ubisoft.
Oh, he's
like-
going for it.
I'm selecting
Oh,
Metroid Prime 4.
I knew you were going to.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was only
That one
maritime.
last time. That one I'm
because
so scared
I
of.
knew if I didn't, you were going to take 3D Mario. I was worried about you specifically, and for good reason.
Yeah, it was a good reason, it turns out.
Wow, so everyone's really like rolling the dice pretty early on, I feel like, for the most part.
Well, Metroid Prime 4, I feel good about. I know
Yeah,
everyone
I
else
feel
on
good
Earth
about that
doesn't.
too. I think that's a smarter.
And this is why I
gamble.
wanted to do 5 each, because I feel like once we start stretching a little,
No,
that makes
you're
it
right.
a little more interesting.
It's fun to see
Agreed.
what people are willing to gamble on. Yeah.
I will take the plucky squire.
Oh, you
Okay.
fucker!
Yeah, that's huge. Yeah, that was going to be my actual pick before I picked Power World.
Shocked it's available still. Shocked it's still available.
Yeah,
Shocked. Me too,
I
Mike.
considered it.
Shocked. Shocked and appalled.
Then I will go with Unicorn Overlord.
Damn it!
That's not a real game.
Listen, I got the wildest publisher name. I'm just picking all the games to
What the
match.
fuck is this?
It's a vanillaware like RPG-ish thing.
Yeah, do you know
Oh,
that game that
yeah.
Dan played with the naked kids? It's another one of those.
All right, who's up? Who's on the
They're
clock?
even younger
me.
this time.
Jesus Christ.
This is Eugen.
It's me. It's me.
World of Goo 2. Great pick.
Wait,
World of 2. Sorry.
Sean, where's the order? The order gets all
Yeah.
smudged up, right?
You
You
gotta
can't-
have it memorized at this point. You're soon, I think. You're next.
Yeah, you're after me.
Yeah.
What do you guys
you're
mean?
up
Like,
to
just look at the list. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not.
No,
Well,
the
it moves
standing is doing
around.
projected points now.
No, but if you
What?
scroll down, everyone is in order.
That's the order.
Oh, you're right, okay.
Yeah.
Ha, we're dumb yet to see. Yet to understand.
Yeah, I'm looking at the rosters over
Let's
there.
go.
Yeah.
Cut the check. Cut the check.
What we got?
Take your time. Take your time. I think we're on the second to last pick, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And these are important picks now. I mean, they were all important, and you already picked Skull and Bones, but still, this one's even more important because of that.
We're all. I can't wait to roll the tape back, and then
This-
everyone's
what's it-
reaction.
Let's
Mike?
get Suicide Squad at this point.
No!
Shut the
Suicide
fuck
Squad
up.
too.
Mike, sit down.
Suicide Squad.
I thought about it though.
What did you do?
What did you do? I didn't see what you did yet.
I picked
Second.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh,
Silent Hill
Oh.
2 remake.
Okay.
Ooh.
Silent-
Actually, really good pick. Actually, I think.
Okay.
I went with the
Definitely
hopeful
more points
idea.
than Power World.
I went with the hopeful idea that the freaks that love Silent Hill just go for it.
Yeah, I think that could be a risky one. I think that one could go either way.
I think critics are going to be happy with it. I bet.
Finally,
Me?
someone got it.
I have
Your
drafted.
Baby steps. Oh, that one. Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Oh,
Baby
that's
steps,
fun.
yeah.
Fun,
Yeah.
fun, fun.
All right. I'm going to pick this game I'm very excited for and totally didn't just see just now in Google to see who made it. I'm going to go with Earthblade.
You don't stop talking about Earthblade.
Yeah.
I think it's
And it
Earthblade
said it
Mark.
from the Celeste people, and that game reviewed really well. So
I remember seeing this game. Yeah.
That's the
Research.
kind of game that doesn't come out for like.
Oh
2
wait,
years,
they're
though.
making a Metroidvania?
Yeah.
Wait, when's it
That's a
coming out?
Metroidvania.
I don't know.
I was going to pick Haunted Chocolatier, but then I Googled it, and they're like, 2025 at the earliest.
Yep.
And I was going to pick
Earthblade-
Wolverine, but then I was like,
Yeah,
that's probably not this
Earthblade's
year.
not coming out
not
this year.
this year.
Everyone knows that.
Is it not? Fuck.
It could.
No.
We'll see.
It's probably.
It's got a really long Wikipedia page.
Okay.
That's good, right?
No, that's
Wouldn't be
bad.
long.
It doesn't have one. It's barely a Wikipedia
Oh,
page.
but it says 2024 on this thing.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. You're fine. You're fine.
No.
Is it? Do I get 2 now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that you deserve
Yeah,
it.
sure. I
It
think
be
it's
your
your
last
last pick.
two. Last
Actually,
two.
no.
Okay.
I thought we were just doing 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's doing
Yeah,
4
so
and
He's only got
5.
3.
Oh, I'm sorry. Take it back.
Yeah, he's doing 4 and 5.
Yep. Got it.
Yep.
Let's
Okay.
see it, Tim.
All right, let's start with this one.
Oh,
Dragon
Oh.
Ball Z Sparking Zero, the return
Yeah.
of the Budokai series.
The freaks do love those Budokai games.
We were talking about
They-
self-selection
they do.
earlier. Like, I think that's going to be one of those.
Yeah.
This is where you need to start thinking about like easy 8s.
Yeah.
Because then like you just get those easy
Yeah.
points on the board.
Okay.
I think that's
Last
a smart
one.
pick.
This is. I think might be. We're good.
excited.
There we go.
And he
Oh.
picks
Okay.
Helldivers
Yeah.
Oh, I
2.
considered that.
Still
Yeah.
on board, Helldiver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, surprised that's still there. Yeah.
Yeah, same.
All
Oh,
right.
and
Who
so
took-
I picked Paper Mario. That's totally fine, right?
Yeah.
They'll let you pick it.
Yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't have let you
Yeah.
pick it. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go with the sequel to one of my favorite games. Going to go with Frostpunk 2.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, you
That's-
talk about Frostpunk
that's
all the time.
such an-
Shut up about it.
Yeah.
That's an easy 86.
Yeah,
There we go.
Frostpunk's
It's
a
an
great
easy
game.
86.
All right, I'm
Frostpunk,
done
I
as
had a
well.
religious police force that would enforce my rule as law, and it was a very good game. So I recommend it. Go play it, everybody.
I've chosen Black Myth Wukong.
Wow, I didn't know you
Okay.
support toxic workplaces, Bacalar.
Yeah.
With
Cancel.
my entire
Wow.
soul.
If I hypothetically,
man.
after this,
Yeah.
wanted to get rid of a game, maybe like hypothetically Power World, am I stuck until the end of time?
So I believe I've set it up so everyone gets one free drop, and then after that, it needs to be a game that's confirmed to not be releasing.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I have a question then, really quickly.
Yes.
Jan, I'm proposing a trade. I will trade Power
Wait,
World.
no, come on. We're not trading yet.
Not yet, not yet. Hang on. We gotta do the
Come
draft
on.
first.
Let's get this done.
Nikki's like 12 steps ahead.
Oh my God.
I'm looking towards the future, and I see visions of Jana.
No, that was on my radar. That was on my radar. I like it.
It's good that it doesn't have cover art, right? That means
Oh,
it's
yeah.
definitely coming
yeah.
out.
That-
Because
yeah,
there's
that's
so
fine.
much choices. That's why.
It's like boiling cold water. It happens faster. Yeah.
3 of mine have not had cover art, Nikki. So, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm scrolling down the list here to see if there's anything better than the next one that I had lined up. Oh no. A lot of these are like, I don't know if these are released.
No, I'm not just
year.
picking based off word play.
It certainly feels that way.
All right, fuck it. I'm saying this is the year that the remake of Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War
Okay.
comes out.
You bastard.
Fuck is that?
What?
Jeff wanted to complete the collection. and didn't announce it.
Yeah.
There is no way there is a video game on this planet called Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy
I mean,
War.
that game already exists.
Remake.
Nikki.
Yes,
It's
and
getting
they're
remade.
In Japan,
I'm
it
with Nikki,
exists.
I'm with
and, yeah,
Nikki.
apparently this game,
Yeah.
this remake has been just sitting there apparently for a long time now. I'm like, if this is the last year of the Switch, they're putting it out this year.
And that was like one of my only other games I was looking at. All right.
Switch fire sale.
Mikey's
All right.
deep in
Oh,
thought
it's my turn.
Mike.
Okay. Yeah.
about
I have-
something other than this.
Yes.
He's thinking about Disney.
I got a couple ideas. I think they're good ideas. So at least I'm not like scrambling here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Iodine Chronicle 100 Heroes.
Okay.
The
Okay.
Solid.
Suikoden spiritual
Mm.
successor.
I was thinking about doing that one too.
Okay. Let's see here.
I love how my list is a bunch of RPGs that may or may not release, and then rip off.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna think about that one, and then just look around one last time. This is my last pick, right?
Stew on it.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stew on it just for a second.
Yes, dude,
I
baby.
did enjoy that.
I think Dan's got the best lineup so far.
I think
Pretty good
Tam
one.
does. I think Tam does.
I think I do.
I think when all my
Yeah.
games come out, I will.
I mean,
I mean-
Jeff's in very good
Mm.
shape if this stuff comes out. Metroid Prime
Yeah.
and Mario come out, we're in trouble.
I will say
Yeah.
for how like nervous everyone sort of was about having enough games to pick, I think
Yeah.
we actually all have like pretty well-rounded lists.
No, you're right.
overall.
There's more than I thought.
Mm.
Really?
I think
All of us?
You will.
Well, I mean,
Some could be doing better.
Sorry, just doing a little research.
the hell are you checking emails or something?
I'm,
DMs?
no, I'm just doing some research.
sending
Give me- I'm
Discord
not-
he's,
DMs
he's
right now.
reaching out.
Yeah.
He's hitting his sources to find out
Why?
if these folks are eligible or not.
I'm just googling something real quick.
All right.
Can you imagine if
After
Skull and
we
Bones is like a 90.
Can you imagine? After we finish drafting, everyone say their 5 games that
Yeah.
they've drafted.
Okay. Yeah.
Mike,
Yes, good
Plucky
idea.
Squire thing. Everyone act like it was going to be big. I've not heard of this. This looks cool. What is
It
it?
just looks really cool.
really
It's
cool.
been
Oh,
showing up in a
this is the
bunch of
Dead Cells.
showcases.
This is the Dead Cells
Yeah.
scene, right? Oh, that okay,
No.
that one. Yes.
Mhm.
No.
No, Plucky
Plucky
Squire
Squire?
actually is the the Dead Cells team are doing that other top.
Oh,
Wind
this is the
game.
storybook one. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
This did look cool. Yeah.
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 Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
I got mine. It's not what I thought, but that's fine. I'm gonna go with this instead. This was always a backup. I'm gonna go with Skate Story.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Actually,
It's on my
Ah.
list. I just,
Mm.
yeah, I was just thinking, what's a game that Bacalar wants, and I just
Yeah.
advanced that.
Yeah.
What's
no, it's
important?
cool. Like I
Pinball, Microsoft Pinball.
I feel like
2025.
I hope that game comes out. I like the play.
Yeah, I hope so
Yeah.
too.
All right, second to last, we got Lucy.
I'm looking. Mm,
As the person who takes care of all the reviews on GameSpot, I'm in a position to do something very funny right now.
What an insane scandal.
oh my god.
just for one spoon, damn.
That would be.
I
want
can't
that
wait.
food. I want that
I
food.
can't wait for that to get fucking used in some YouTube video.
Trust me. I've heard people who's like, I don't think it's ethical to participate in this. I've heard it.
Hang on. Okay, so I have one that I want. I'm just looking through and making sure there's nothing.
The last
anything.
one's got to be. a good
I
pick.
can't wait for magically reviews are going to come back in full force on giantbomb.com. No one's going to know why.
For some reason, they're all written by Jan.
Um,
God, I thought that was a bug on my screen. I was about to like smash it.
okay, in that case, I'm just gonna go with my heart.
Yeah.
Listen to your
and
heart.
I'm gonna pick Foam Stars.
Oh,
Let's get wet.
That's definitely one I
Quack
considered.
Aga.
Not bad.
Black
Yeah.
Aga.
I've heard people really enjoyed
People
it
seem to like it. Yep.
from Summer Game Fest and whatever. So
It's interesting some of the games that haven't been picked.
yeah.
Hmm.
Hey now.
Hey
You're
now.
Oh,
Your
no.
foam star. Get your game on.
Oh, I
This
thought we
is
were doing
what
Hillary Duff.
foam
Arms are made
is
of-
made
We're
Love.
doing
I
Shrek
got
2,
you.
Or
I
Shrek
got
1,
you.
excuse me.
I've got somebody to foam.
Somebody to
If
foam.
they're building Shrek's house at Universal Orlando.
Okay,
Please
so
be
what
honest.
Disney?
That's just
Fuck
a
the
swamp.
Christ, this is-
I don't know. I'm between 3, right? And it doesn't matter because this is the last
Yeah, you
pick.
can talk it
So I'm
out.
going to
Yeah.
talk about them out loud.
Well, I mean, one of us could bid on it after
Yeah.
this. I'm just saying.
Oh.
It's risky.
Okay,
It's
well,
not that
let me
risky.
hit y'all with this. Does anyone want Power World? And I'm just saying that it's like it's
No.
pretty cheap.
No, you did it to yourself.
You do
No.
not have an asset here.
Like, I just think that like I'll give you Power World if you give me a first next year, and then Lucy, maybe you give me Assassin's Creed. If you give me Assassin's Creed Red.
Nikki.
So
Nikki.
before we did all this, me and Grub were talking about like, do we want trading on or not? I was like, this is why I want trading on.
Yep.
Just the thought that we
If
could
you
have
can't trade
conversations like
future
this.
draft picks, it's not like
Future
that.
draft
Wait,
picks.
with trading, could
I
you have
don't-
more than 5? Like, could you like trade 2 for 1?
Well, your entire roster for the year, Dan, is capped at 10.
We're gonna be able to. We're gonna be able. We have 100 virtual bucks. Is that what it is?
Yep,
100.
$100 dues to.
V-Bucks.
We're
That's
gonna
what
be
the
able to use
bidding
that to
we
bid
talked
throughout the
about.
rest of the year. So when
Yeah.
games get announced at Summer Games Fest, we will have bids in the middle of the year, and you need to be on top of that
Interesting.
stuff.
Okay.
That's also
Yeah.
part of why I want to do 5 today, because that way you fill out your roster a little bit more. You got to think a little
That's
bit more
smart.
about what you want to
Smart.
pick up later.
That is devious, and I love it.
That's what I do.
I'm going to take with my 5th pick in the 2024 Giant Bomb Fantasy Critic Draft, the New York Good Video Games TM Select Another Crab's Treasure.
Oh wow, that was the other one I was thinking about.
That was a fun demo.
Yep.
Nikki.
Okay. Oh, we go back around for the counter picks. I actually didn't realize that. So that
What?
means
What does
that
that
Nikki
mean?
gets first counter pick here.
Now
So-
you're picking a
Oh,
game
shit.
either.
Can
So-
you, yeah.
So you're
You
picking a
remind
game
us?
that you either think's going to score below 70
From
which
the
gets
games
you-
that other people have selected. So
Yes.
we have a pool of games that we've selected. You need to either think it's going to score bad or you think it's not going to come out this year. Those
Can
are
I
your
counter pick my
So-
own game?
No, and that's why you screwed
That's
yourself.
funny.
So
funny.
the worse it does, the further below 70 it goes.
Well,
Same rules. You
get
get more
points.
points for. A
And if it
counter
doesn't
pick.
come out, is it just like a
It's
standard
zero.
like?
yeah,
It's,
it's
yeah, which is good still.
you break
Okay.
even on that one. Which for
Got it.
sometimes that's what you want to do, especially if
Yeah.
you're going to be counter picking last.
Sure,
It's
sure,
like,
sure.
Mm.
We get one counter pick.
I think then
Today, so today we
today?
are each
Okay.
counter picking one, but by the end, by like I think it's at October, you need to counter pick another one eventually.
By October.
Yeah, I gave us
Oh,
some
by
time to like fill out the
October.
rosters
Okay.
a little more, you know.
I'll schedule that in.
this is such. I don't know. Which game do I think is going to be worse?
I do think it is worth pointing out. It is a really safe thing to go with a game you don't think is going to come out because 0 points
Stop
is
it.
very good for a
Stop
counter
it.
pick.
Stop
Yes.
it.
Oh,
and Bones.
yeah, we didn't say that. We didn't say that. If the game that you counterpick does above 70,
You lose points.
Lose points.
So last year, for example, I didn't think Alan Wake 2 was going to come out, so I counterpicked Alan Wake 2. Guess what? That didn't help me very much. It hurt me a
No.
ton. I lost
Yeah,
30
negative
points or
30,
something.
Yeah, because it did above 90, so it scored really well, which means that like he called that out, and that did not work
So
out.
that's
for
the
us.
risk
He lost
reward
a
you're
lot
going
of
for
points.
there.
Yep.
And it's only one counter pick per person, right? Like in
For
multiple
now.
people can't.
For now.
Okay. No, but as in
Yeah,
like
oh, yes.
three
Yeah, yeah.
people can't counter pick
That's-
Skull and Bones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
once
yeah,
they're
you
Can't
taken,
talk
they're
over
gone,
Skull and
right?
Bones.
Yeah, it follows the drafting rules. Yes.
Okay.
My camera died. Don't be alarmed.
It's okay.
And so if
Okay.
it does not come out, it is not 0 as in like a 0 Metacritic. It's 0 as in just nothing happens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
0 points
doesn't
for you or
affect
the other.
anything, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's a good pick.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I
But
believe
that's
in
a
you,
good
Nikki.
pick. Oh man, I am so torn.
Nelly and
think-
Brilliant.
I have to. I'm gonna take. Oh boy,
Nah, there's no way I'm
I
getting.
don't know if
the one I
Earthlight's
want.
coming out this year.
We're like in the middle, Mike. Like,
Or a game you think's not going to be good.
Maybe the next Mario sucks.
Maybe it doesn't come out.
We wouldn't-
Maybe.
yeah.
Maybe.
Eh,
I picked
Oh.
Earthblade.
Oh,
Which one did you
that's
pick?
probably a good call.
Earthblade.
Earthblade, I think it's a strong chance.
Earthblade.
Of coming out.
favorite.
God damn it.
Oh, counterpick. CPK's counterpick, not California Pizza Kitchen.
Same. I thought the same
No.
thing.
Yeah.
I was right there with you,
Easy
dude.
mistake to make.
I'm gonna pick.
Yeah, pick. You should.
Shut up.
I'm gonna.
You know what?
I'm gonna pick.
You're
I'm gonna pick Dragon Ball Z because
Hmm.
I don't know. It's Bandai Namco doing a
I
license.
think that's smart.
Power
Game.
World. I'm picking Power World.
Damn, you don't know the lore.
That's
You don't
really
know the
smart.
lore.
Yeah,
That's
she doesn't
really
know.
smart.
She doesn't know that this is basically Half-Life 3 for anime nerds.
Yeah.
Oh no!
She doesn't
Really?
know.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Budokai series is like crazy popular.
Yeah, but also every Dragon Ball game that
No,
I've
but, like,
ever
this
seen in my
one-
professional.
But this
yeah.
one, Lucy.
This one is like it's very,
Okay.
very easy to get right. You might be right, but like,
we-
I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we come back to this in a few months' time.
All right. I was not actually expecting for Skull and Bones to still be on the table for me. So I'm just like really making sure that's what I want.
I don't
People like
know.
that though.
Wait, I thought you have to pick a
People
game that's
like
someone
the
else's pick.
Beta.
yeah. And I picked
okay.
Skull and Bones.
Laughed and laughed
Oh, that's
and
right.
laughed.
That's right. I'm sorry. Yes.
You guys didn't
Jen,
laugh
indeed,
and
yeah.
laugh. Maybe
I
just a
laughed quite
laugh.
while.
It was a good amount of laughing.
I think Skull and Bones. Okay, go for it, Mike.
I might. Look, it's not, there's no way it's going to like, even if it's somehow some pleasant surprise, it's going to be like 75 and I lose 5 points. It'll be fine.
But then why
never-
would you choose to lose 5 points
Well, that's
if
the
you
thing.
think it's gonna score
If I
7?
Well,
think there's-
lose as little as possible.
If I think there's a game on here that's like definitely not coming out, one real quick. One I want to
No,
look.
Like
Mike's
Mario.
reasoning
Silk
is
Song
sound
is right
because-
there, Mike.
Yeah, Silk Song is there.
Well, that's the
Mario.
problem. Silk Song should
believer.
hit.
Shut up, Lucy.
And be incredible.
Yeah, but that game, like, God, there are a lot of question mark games. Are they coming out this year? in some ways, Skull and Bones feels safer as a game that, yeah, it's coming out this year. Won't be any good though, probably. Yeah, I'm just gonna do Skull and Bones.
Okay.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff. Well, then now it must have been the right choice.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Yep.
All right, Lucky.
Excellent. All right. This is perfect because this is where I get to flex my insider trading knowledge. Lucy, I played that Foam Stars beta and it fucking sucks. So,
wow. Yeah, but
thought
Sean's
people
got weird
liked it.
taste.
Yeah,
yeah,
Mm.
weird taste like
Yeah.
loving Splatoon and knowing all about that.
Okay, well,
franchise.
Oh,
Really weird.
interesting.
But people like.
Everything I heard about it was that people liked it.
For like
Yeah, people
10
do
minutes, I
like
thought it was
it.
neat, but yeah, I'm sure it demoed really well.
Oh.
But I think at worst for me, I like Mike was talking about, I think it's gonna score like 75-ish, and it's like, okay, if I lose 5,
As long
I
as
lose
I hit
5.
my little threshold.
No, you
That'll
might
be 5
get 5. I
points.
only lose 5.
And it's
Good.
and these counter picks don't hurt you no matter what if you have the game. This is you don't need to worry
Yeah.
about it.
I
Like,
have
even anyway,
selected.
if it gets confirmed that's not coming out and you drop it, it still counts as their counter pick and everything.
Oh, that's a good pick,
Jan.
Jan.
Wow, that's
game-
so
Silksong has to
huge
come out
risk
this year.
reward.
Right? Come on.
it?
Mhm.
For audio listeners, I picked Hollow Knight Silksong.
I wonder if that's a Switch 2 launch game.
Maybe.
That'd be cool.
You think
Yeah,
Nintendo gave
relationship
them some
there.
cash?
I think they would. I think if Nintendo said, "Hey, you want to," and
Wait,
then they would be like, "Sure."
Are you
yes,
saying that they cut the check?
They may have cut the check.
This is hard, huh? Going late
dude.
is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went late the other way, so you
Yeah,
know.
it's difficult.
I think I feel good about this. Sort of.
Do ya? Do ya?
Punk?
I don't know what you're picking.
Do ya?
Frostpunk?
But do you though? Do you, Gandalf?
My first strategy was pick a game you've never heard of, but there's too many of those.
What's a
But honestly,
Fantasia?
the more you've never heard of it means, to me, always means the better it is going to do.
Probably. This is definitely going to be a controversial take. I'm more betting that it maybe doesn't come out this year, because I think review-wise it could kind of go either way. But I'm going to pick Silent Hill 2
Yeah.
remake.
Consider
that's
that.
smart.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I see that.
Safe.
All right.
Right.
Oh, so I just type it
Danny
in.
boy.
All right.
No, it's a drop
There's a
down.
drop down of all
Yeah.
the games you can pick here. Yeah.
You can't save your counter pick for later. Enemy Mouse asks in chat. We
I'm-
are going to get a second counter pick later in the year.
I know this is risky because if it comes out, it's probably going to review very high. But I'm
Oh.
picking Metroid Prime 4.
Okay.
Sure.
I think that's.
Oh,
yeah,
I was
that's
thinking of
logical.
that one.
Yeah.
Good pick.
That game's coming out for the Switch 1 this year, apparently, this summer, right? Jeff?
Sure, yeah.
I think so.
Wait, why?
Okay.
What is Grub? Remind us of our bet with the toupee. What is? I've totally forgot what
What?
the stakes are.
I don't remember.
What the fuck? How did we fuck that up already?
What was that
Oh, yeah,
bet even about?
No,
recorded
it's
somewhere.
Hey?
Yeah,
He's
there
got to
was
wear toupee if he
something- if-
loses.
and then has to play hockey. with
Madden
it or something
25.
else,
That's
though.
what it was.
Oh, Madden 25. Right? Is it
Oh,
Madden?
if it's called Madden 25 versus if it's called Madden, like, I don't know, what the hell else could they call it?
Double XV.
2025.
Yeah.
13th or whatever.
XV.
Super Madden.
the Maddens.
And mine is if it is called that. Yeah,
Oh, I don't remember. Someone else look it up.
someone look it up. Figure it out. Figured it.
Yeah.
Figured it.
All right,
All
All
right,
Tam.
right,
Keep
last counter
track of
pick
this.
is Tam's.
Okay, Tam, what's your counter pick?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna go with this.
Complete.
All right.
What,
I
what'd
tabbed
you pick?
away.
I didn't get to see what was. What was it?
I
Oh,
picked
Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem.
The
Good
genealogy
call.
of the
Good
Holy
call.
War.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good
Yeah,
one.
That's not
All
bad.
right.
that was very iffy.
Jan, should we have everybody read
Yeah.
their publishing games?
Yeah, let's go from the draft order. Yeah.
So my picks are Tekken 8, Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons remake, Metal Gear Solid Snakey Delta, Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero, Helldivers 2, and my counter pick is Fire Emblem: Genealogy of the Holy War remake.
I have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Princess Peach Showtime, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door Remake, Earthblade, and Frostpunk 2, with my counterpick being Metroid Prime 4.
Okay, I am one of 2 people who has drafted something that no one else counter chose, which is very good. Good job, Mike Minotti. You and I, we got something going on.
Feels good, doesn't it?
You guys are just cowards. Only pick safe picks.
I guess we're just asking for it. I chose Hellblade 2, Stalker 2, Ultros Baby Steps, and Black Myth Wukong. My counter pick was Silent Hill 2 Remake.
I feel like I got a target on my back today because I got 2 counter picks and someone stole one of mine. I have Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Skull and Bones, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, Silent Hill 2 Remake, Visions of Mana. My counter pick, Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Okay, I would like to assure all the Pokemon fans, the furry fans, and the feet fans that Lucky Lopunny Feet Inc. will be publishing Metaphor ReFantasio, Penny's Big Breakaway, Dragon Quest III HD 2D, Unicorn Overlord, and Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War remake this year.
Penny broke away. Okay, I was like, where did Penny's Big Breakaway go?
Yeah, I got it early on. And we definitely won't be going anywhere near Foam Stars, my counter pick.
Mike Minotti's Critical Path Publishing has picked Persona 3 Reload, Star Wars Outlaws, Mina the Hollower, The Plucky Squire, and Eoden Chronicle 100 Heroes, and my counter pick is Skull and Bones.
Come on, everybody, and grub one out games with these games. Dragon's Dogma 2, unannounced mainline 3D Mario platformer, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, Metroid Prime 4, and Skate Story. And I counterpicked Power World.
Lucy James Games, head of Lucy James Publishers Games Publishing, has picked Hollow Knight Silk Song, The Rise of the Golden Idol, Still Wakes the Deep, Assassin's Creed Codename Red, and Foam Stars. And my counter pick is Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero.
Zed.
And
That name.
How's everyone feeling?
Sorry.
I feel
pretty
I think
good.
We got one more.
Pretty good.
Oh, Nikki's got to go.
I have to release my game. Sorry. Good Video Games TM has selected the NCAA football reboot, Rise of the Ronin, Mario vs. Donkey Kong remake, Another Crab's Treasure, and my counter pick is Earthblade.
Wait.
You missed one. You missed one.
Thank you so much, everybody.
One glaring
Hanging out with us.
there.
We had a great week of shows. Thank you. I picked Power World.
Yeah, you did. We're not.
It was really funny in the moment.
Nikki, did you have something to say about Mario or something like that?
Yeah, no, I was saying it's not happening this year because they can't announce it because they're
that was the
have
thing.
to legally announce it on Mario Day. They can't because it's on a Sunday.
You at home
It's all there.
can now bet. I mean, you can and you cannot, or I don't know, figure it out amongst yourselves on who you think is going to win. I'd love to see who y'all think is in the lead. And, y'all don't have to put my name. It's fine.
You don't have to. We can.
You can. You'll get some podcast points in your little pockets.
Oh,
Folks,
you can't hold podcast points over people. What the hell?
Whoa.
It's a little bonus we get, Oh, I thought you were going to say something, Lucy, and I've...
Oh, no. This news is 2 hours old. I didn't realize that Henry Kissinger had died of a heart failure.
Well,
I remember that he had
3
died.
weeks ago.
Did he die?
I know, but I was
Yeah,
like,
he died. Rest in piss.
died. And then I was like, wait, I knew that. And then the reason it came was because of the heart failure. Anyway.
Are you drafting Henry Kissinger or not? That's what
Are
we
you
need to know.
drafting war criminals? Is this the war criminal draft?
folks, that does it for today's episode of Bombcast Revengeance. As Nikki said, it's been a fantastic week of lots and lots of fun videos. Go check them out. They're all on the YouTubes. They're all on the website. Go check them out. No game mess on Monday because it is a holiday here in the States. So we'll see you next Tuesday for an episode of the Giant Bombcast. What a lovely bunch of fuckos we have assembled amongst us. Go have a great weekend. We love you. We'll see you then. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
This is what dreams are made of.
Our foam does.
The Giant Bombcast is brought to you by Skull and Bones, now releasing this year.